Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, ghouls and goblins, non-binary wrestling fans, and everybody under the burning sun, welcome back to day one of WATCW. Welcome back to the stream, my friends. I'm going to very quickly get an audio check in here because you can see this is going to start quickly and loudly. Let's see how we sound. Get an audio check. All right, that'll do just fine. Welcome aboard. Thank you for tuning in. My God, it feels like it's been a long time since I've sat down. I think it's only been maybe about 10 days, maybe not even quite that, since I last streamed, but even still, feels like it's been a while. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. I hope you had one, past tense. Hope you had a happy holiday. I've been a busy little bee over here. Been a lot going on. But I'm happy to sit back in front of you here tonight for our first wrestling stream of the year, our first stream of the year in general. And if you've been following WATCW, you know we're winding down on the entire thing this year. After tonight, there will be 3 wrestling streams remaining before we put WATCW up on the shelf and give it the big kiss goodnight. But until then, we've got a lot of things to do, a lot of ground to cover, and a lot to accomplish. And while the end is nigh, it ain't here tonight. And we've got a hell of a show for you. Forbidden Door. Original concept, do not steal. After Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief's brutal attack of King Moose last stream in November at Night City, after the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns broke through arena security, trespassed into the ring, and reigned on the long-awaited, well-earned parade of King Moose's championship victory, the Forbidden Door has opened, and inside are 10 top-tier crossover matches that you've never seen before. WATCW goes head-to-head with WWE talent. Champion versus champion. Teams and factions colliding. And yes, in the main event, as much as I protested it, as much as I said, please don't do this, the King has agreed to put the WATCW World Championship on the line against Roman Reigns in our main event later tonight. It's going to be a hell of a show, a hell of a contest. I'm going to be keeping score and see. We've got 10 matches. Who is going to have the most victories by the end of this show? Is it going to be WATCW? Is it going to be WWE? We're actually going head-to-head with WWE right now. It's I don't usually stream on Mondays, but Monday Night Raw, day one, is happening right now, so that we got a bit of a Monday Night War, and everybody on the WWE side is apparently pulling double duty by competing in this show tonight. Ordinarily, I was going to try to sneak this stream in before Christmas or before December was over. Couldn't pull it out. Just didn't have the time for it. I usually would have just pushed to Tuesday, but on Wednesday, on January 3rd, is when the servers for this game go down. And when that happens, I will no longer have access to the community creations. So once we finish this stream, I have a ton of quick maintenance to do in 2K22 because I have to lock in what will be the permanent 2K22 WATCW roster until the final stream of this game. And so we've got a lot of maintenance to get done, so I wanted to give myself an extra 24 hours and stream this tonight rather than tomorrow. So, without further ado, Happy New Year's. Thank you for watching, and let's get started. Speaking of double duty, I'm about to commentate on my own match because I'm going head-to-head with the best of the world, baby. Here we go. Original arena, original concept, do not steal. I did not make this arena, by the way. I did not make this arena. I just downloaded it and plastered our logos over it. But look at this! Decked out in the new t-shirt, the best in the world has returned to the WWE. And in turn, this means he's coming to WATCW for the first time.
Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, CM
There he is. Not even in this game, but miraculously plucked from the community creations. And I just changed his t-shirt. The t-shirt is an original mock-up. So you're welcome. I'm an artist. I'm very proud. CM Punk shocked the world and makes headlines continuously in perpetuity to this day for his return to the WWE. Earlier this year, already wrestling house shows against Dominic Mysterio, but will, by proxy, enter our ring for the first time tonight. Cleveland.
At 224 pounds, the Boss, Taylor.
Yeah, you know, people might say it's an abuse of authority putting myself on the card tonight against one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. That's too bad. That's business, baby. Punk's back. And by the same token, I'm trying to make a name for myself in short order here in WATCW. I've not been wrestling this entire time till I made my debut. When was that? Did I debut in Night City? I can't remember. my brain shot, brother. Did I debut in Night City? I did. I think it's my second match, yeah? I don't know. I'm too busy commentating, booking, building arenas to possibly even remember my own win-loss record. But I do think it's 1-0 against Stepdad Ron. Here we go. CM Punk, the best in the world and the final boss of WATCW itself, going head-to-head here for the very first time. And I'm so excited about this because it's like I'm meeting one of my heroes here in CM Punk. Here's a guy I've been watching since like middle school. I used to download this dude's ROH matches off of LimeWire, and now I've grown up to meet him in the middle of the ring here in WATCW in my own league. Well, half my own league. It's like it's a crossover with the WWE, but I'm taking these punches with honor. I'm taking these punches with grace because going head to head with the best of the world, I couldn't hope for something better for myself. Diving elbow drop, shades of the late Macho Man Randy Savage, delivering that to the small of my own back, counts it, and yours truly manages to kick out just in the nick of time. It's like, since he's come back to the WWE, we've been seeing CM Punk take pictures with all these new young wrestlers, a lot of NXT superstars who grew up watching CM Punk. Probably very surreal for him. Oh! Attempted a moonsault, didn't quite get any of it, let alone all of it. Back and forth, here we go. Bit of a strike fest, bit of a slug fest, a slobber knocker. There we go. There we go. I'm like those NXT superstars. And not only that I'm being pictured with one of my all-time favorites, but I am wrestling against him. Oh. How's everybody doing? I'm already feeling, I can feel the gears manually turning. But like I said, it was really important to me to get this stream in and out. And here we go. Yours truly with a bit of the joint manipulation on CM Punk. Maybe I'm feeling just a little bit rusty because it's been a few days since I streamed. Speaking of rust, though, looking at CM Punk, best in the world he might be, hasn't gone at the same frequency as he's used to since leaving AEW earlier last year. I have to say last year now, not this year. Last year. Hooks the leg on yours truly. Can he beat the final boss today? No. I kick out. And we talk about finishing stories these days. I'm just trying to get mine started. Anaconda Vice. I'm locked in the Anaconda Vice here. I'm hoping I can fight it out. Don't tap just yet. An element of this I didn't mention, by the way, is we're out here using the same finishing move. He's got the GTS. I got the GTC. It's the go to Cleek, baby. I don't think I've ever even hit it. Now that I come to think of it in WATCW, because last time I wrestled, it was in a weird surprise cage match that even I didn't know was going to happen. And I just left the cage. I didn't even hit the finishing move on Stepdad Ron. So this is a big opportunity. Imagine if I could hit that move on, not necessarily the originator of that move. Speaking of diving elbow drops, there's one from me to him. From Cleveland to Chicago, hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Not yet. In this high-octane, highly anticipated opening match here at Forbidden Door tonight. Wait a minute. Oh, but you see me do this before. 1, amigo to amigo. And can we get the third here on CM Punk? Yes, we can. Picture perfect, and I thought maybe I was going to try to finish it up there, but here it is, what I was just talking about. No! I thought that was my opportunity to maybe show you how it's done, but now we're taking the big shoot kicks to the chest here against CM Punk, who is lighting up this crowd. And it is good to see him back. You know, CM Punk does seem to be really happy having since return to WWE. It just warms the cockles of your cold, dead heart. Punk going for a big crossbody off the top. And who's going to be the first one to bring that knee to the face? I can't help but feel... Oh! And I thought maybe I was done. I was just about to say, I can't help but feel whoever gets to that move first will bring the first point back to their league. Punk back up top. And now he's going to maybe show me how it's done. Diving elbow drop. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. I caught him off the miss. Elbow to the head. DillyTodds, Happy New Year's. I love you too, my friend. Didn't know you were live tonight. I'm not usually. Bit of an unordinary circumstance, or inordinary. A little bit more of the joint manipulation. But yeah, you know, this was a wrestling stream I wanted to try to sneak in last month. Couldn't quite get it in. Didn't have the time. And I need to... Wait a minute! Hold that thought! Hold that thought! Hold the phone! GTC! GTC on CM Punk. Hooks the leg. Is that it? Huge win for me if so? No! No, Punk gets the shoulder up. That was going to be massive. My entire, future flashed before my eyes there. Not another one. Wait, what? Oh, that was tricky. I thought I had another one for him. So, no way, you're going to have to hit a couple more moves before that. Taylor Cleek. Punk coming back to life here. Yeah, I got to get this wrestling stream in the bank here because the servers for this game go down in 2 days. And I have all these alternate... Whoa! Busted Punk wide open! I have all these alternate attires downloaded for all these WWE guys tonight. And I need to delete them off my save file so I can get all my characters back. Wait a minute. Oh! I realize I'm just rambling and expecting you to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the short of it is, I have a lot of stuff tied to this stream that's taking up room in my save file that I have to get rid of so that this week I can lock in the permanent WATCW roster, because once the servers go down, I'm not going to be able to make any changes to it. But anyway, yeah, I'm live tonight, and I am just laying the smackdown on CM Punk, who's bringing it right back to me. This is a huge match in the way that it's the opening bout, and whoever wins here is bringing so much momentum to their respective league, whether that's WWE or WATCW. Here we go, and I got him in the crossface. Punk busted wide open, and now I'm going to try to make him tap out to the crowd. Wait a minute! Oh my god, no way. Is he going to? No. No way. Oh, I thought for a second there. I thought Punk was going to tap, and now I'm getting him back up once more to try to hit it, and that'll have to be it if I do. GTC! Go to Cleek! Hooks the leg, middle of the ring, and I've done it! To my own shock and awe, one of my all-time favorites, CM Punk, returns to the ring, only to be bested by me! And that was an awesome win for this young man. Thanks for saying that, Michael Cole. Bringing the first point to the WATCW column, and look at this, Punk! Show respect! Oh, you better shake that head. And I do. And of course I did. I always knew I would. A show of respect to get things started here. What a huge potential upset. My second match ever now. 2-0. 2-0. Going over CM Punk at Forbidden Door. That is huge for me, and that is huge for our league. Because that puts... I gotta keep track. Because if I don't, I'm gonna... Unless it's like a blowout, I'm gonna totally lose track of who's winning and who's losing. So WATCW has 1 point. Who is going to be the Superior League. I also forgot to tweet that out. Very embarrassing. I'll do it now. I even said to myself, like, out loud, I was like, don't forget to tweet out the matches as you go. And I did. I forgot to tweet out the first one, but that's okay. I didn't miss it, right? And that's really the goal, is to make sure people don't miss their matches. So, playing that good old Fortnite with Matt. Yeah, Matt was trying to seduce me into playing some earlier, but I was taking it. Actually, I wasn't taking a nap, really. I was very tired, but I was getting some running in, getting some exercise in, trying to do better this year, man. How are you doing, Featured Films? Thanks for tuning in. Even if you're having to split your attention tonight, I hope you're not playing too much Fortnite. You got a big match later. Yeah, we're doing some... Whoa, yeah, voice crack? Jesus. We're doing some spring cleaning. A little bit, yeah. Mostly by force. I talked about it before, but I knew I was going to wind down on WATCW sooner rather than later, and then once they announced the servers were going down, I was like, oh, it's going to be sooner. I'm going to keep it going until March, because I just have a few things I still want to do within the league, but once they announced that, I was like, it's a necessity to wind down on WATCW. But you'll see, I've downloaded all these alternate attires for... Here's how my brain works. Let me break this down to you. I don't know what this will tell you about my brain, but I feel like it says something. I conceived of this kind of show months ago, that we would do a WATCW versus WWE show, because I was like, why not? All these WWE characters are already in this game. It's a WWE game. I don't have to download anything. And then I started testing it out like a month or two ago, and I was like, man, this game is from 2022. All these guys look so much different now than they did when this game came out, and it just doesn't feel authentic to me unless they look the way they actually do in WWE now. So I downloaded all these alternate attires for all of them, which totally like kind of defeated the original point of it, because I wanted it to look more authentic to how they look in wrestling in current day. But alternate attires take up character slots on your save file. So it's just like I downloaded new characters for all 10 of the matches, which is way more than I would ordinarily do. So I just like made what was going to be such an easy little fun stream into like a huge task for myself. I don't know why I'm like this. So I have to clear all those alternate attires off my save file, or else I'll be stuck with them forever when the servers go down. Huge win for me. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy for me. Up next, what do we got? A little teams action. See, Cody Rhodes is not even in this game. And we got main event Jey Uso, not just any Jey Uso. We got main event Jey Uso in here tonight. So that's case in point. Our first teams match of the night. Speaking of big matches, DillyTodds, you could be wrestling tonight too, my friend. But first teams match we've got tonight, another big one. We've got one of the biggest rising stars of the past year in wrestling. Main event Jey Uso with that controller kind of awkwardly positioned over his face, who went from one half of a huge tag team, a card-carrying member of a massive, huge faction, goes on over to Monday Night Raw and becomes sort of a solo sensation. In some respect, I say some respect because he won the tag team titles alongside that man, Cody Rhodes, who has also been looking to accomplish a lot in the past year. And we're going to bring them out to wrestle with WATCW for the very first time when they take on the Nasty Roller. Look at it! Look at this Cody Rhodes. He ain't quite as detailed as the in-game models, but it'll do.
Introducing first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds.
He's still got the pyro. He's still got the pyro, and I think that's what matters most to him. I'm sure the fans somewhere are screaming, whoa. Just be a casual thing. Rocks in with a three-piece and a red carpet. A little bit. I guess there's just no half measures with me in this game. And that's why, in some respects, I will be a little relieved to not be doing it anymore. But I also bet I will really miss it once it's done, because this was such a goofy little concept for me. Like almost, I think, exactly a year ago. I think I started WATCW in December of 22. So I've been doing it for a solid year now, and it was just such a funny, like, maybe couple streams idea I originally had, and now a year later I'm still doing this dumb shit. There he is. In one of our most ambitious displays yet. And there is Cody Rhodes. A man determined to finish a story, but today he'll be doing taking a detour. You would say this is maybe a not quite the story. This is just sort of a novella here for him tonight. Maybe just sort of a fan fiction for him, and by that I mean everybody will be kissing each other. Everybody will be pregnant. All 4 of these men will be pregnant by the time this match ends. You know, you definitely never get this kind of commentary in WWE, so you got to appreciate the crossover magic I'm providing for you tonight. And there he is, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, getting in the WATCW ring for the first time. And he will be joined. There he is, main event Jey Uso. Can we get a yeet in the chat?
Francisco, California, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jey Uso.
Man, I've been so impressed with what main event Jey Uso has accomplished in the last year. He's got the fans in the palm of his hand. For all my money, he probably should have won at Tribal Combat, because this man is so over. This man is so hot. He's got everything it takes to become a star in his own right. And he's bringing that to WATCW tonight at the Forbidden Door. When he goes teaming up with Cody Rhodes over here, they were former foes. Deadly rivals. And now, they're former tag champions. Reuniting once more to take on the Nasty World Order. The Nasty World Order, this is, of course, Hollywood Nick Muhlbach and the Seaman Demon, because the Rager still missing.
344 pounds, the NWO.
The Rager is still missing, having not been seen since his tragic, humiliating loss to Leatherface back at Halloween Riot. And so these good old boys have been holding down the fort ever since. Demon's polygons running wild all over this place tonight, brother. And that's fine. Even though these two haven't held gold together, of course, Hollywood Muhlbach has held that Wrestle Real Tag Team Championship in the past. Oh, look at, he's revving up. He's going wild. He's going wild. 100 milligrams breed love in the ring there. And Seaman Demon, also having made it all the way to the finals of the King of Ring tournament, I think really proved just how valuable and dangerous he is in this ring in a way we haven't seen from him before. So here we go. Looks like Seaman Demon and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes starting things off here tonight in the second bout of this WATCW WWE crossover event, Forbidden Door. Can Cody and Jey get the first point in the WWE column, or is WATCW going to continue to dominate here tonight? Whoa, big springboard drop kick. And he might be doing that again later if he can hit one of those signature Cody cutters. How do you feel about doing these still at this point? Is it a mystified head shake or a point of pride? It's a little bit of both. The thing that originally started making me think maybe I should start winding down on all this was that I feel like we hit a peak at some point where these were the most viewed streams on the channel, and like people were really invested in them. Like they would be cutting promos on each other on social media and stuff, and people would be texting me, "Put me in the game. I want to be a wrestler as well." And I feel like that's it's lost steam along the way, which is net. God, I can't talk. I'm so wiped out, man. I am wiped out. But it was going to happen eventually. But we started losing steam a little bit, and I was like, I like these. I have fun doing them, but I don't know that how much people care to watch them at this point. So it's a little bit of both. I enjoy doing them. I actually enjoy the work that goes into them when it comes to crafting all the different assets and characters and arenas and stuff. Whoa, huge Seaman Demon Swanton Bomb off the top to main event. Jey Uso tags out to Hollywood Muhlbach. And I'm such a wrestling fan, especially right now. I'm really like plugged into wrestling right now. So it's a cool way to bring one of my other, I don't know if hobby is the right word. I am not a wrestler, except when I wrestled CM Punk in the last match. But passion, interests, whatever you want to call it, to the stream. It's been a fun way to celebrate something I love, and it has been at its most fun when people will get involved and be in the chat watching their matches and stuff. So like I said though, I felt it kind of winding down, and I started to think maybe I should hang it up. But I just had I have tons of ideas I will not execute in WATCW. But there are a few that I really wanted to see through before I said it was over. So I've been streaming it less. I used to stream it like every 2-3 weeks. Now it's once a month, if that. I'd say it's once every 5-ish weeks. And it's, not that any of my streams are doing gangbuster numbers, but I enjoy doing the wrestling thing, and I always wanted to get to really Mania 2. Like, once it became a thing I was doing longer, I wanted to be able to do the full, calendar year and get to really Mania 2. So I have that flag planted in March of this year, and once we get there, I'm gonna retire it. Maybe permanently, semi-permanently, we'll see. If nothing else, a really long break could be healthy for it. Oh! Seaman Demon, the nefarious SD69, hanging Cody up on that bottom rope. Tags out to Nick Muhlbach. Lots of frequent tags happening in this match tonight. Definitely 4 gentlemen who feel comfortable and experienced in this match type and this division. But there could be a WATCW Season 2. It's relying on a few things. Whether I feel like it after the break will be one thing. Whether 2K24 ends up being a game worth playing, I don't know. I'm still pretty spiteful towards 2K for pulling the servers on a game that's not even 2 years old. And then in the same, wow, what a double team there on Hollywood and Muhlbach. And then the same posts announcing that they were pulling the servers, saying it's the perfect time to upgrade to 2K23. It's just so nasty. And I don't mean in the same respect as the Nasty World Order. I don't mean a good nasty. I mean a bad nasty, okay? Bad nasty, daddy-o. So I don't know. We'll see if 2K24 miraculously is a great game and they make a bunch of improvements to universe mode. Oh my god, wait a minute. What's going on here? What kind of... Oh! What? What a maneuver! What a driver there on Muhlbach. If 2K24 miraculously is a great game, maybe I will. I was also thinking about, this is very spitball thinking here, but there's actually another wrestling game on PlayStation called Fire Pro Wrestling World, which is way different from this in a lot of ways. But that was a close one. I thought maybe Cody was going to pull it out there on Nick Muhlbach, but it's a very different kind of game. But I think I think Fire Pro's been around since the 80s, even NES or SNES. I don't know. But that also has a pretty fun way of creating your own organization and custom wrestlers, and you can download from Community Creations, and I think the game's been out since 2018, so it has a really rich library of community stuff. Maybe we take WATCW to Fire Pro one day. That might just be fun for the experiment of it. Hooks the leg, main event Jey Uso on Nick Muhlbach here. Wow! I didn't even perceive that we were so close to finishing it. I think I need a replay. I was too busy waxing poetic on the stream here. I didn't even perceive that a finisher had happened. I mean, that move was... Dropped that man on his head. A lot of blunt force head trauma here to Hollywood Nick Muhlbach. He didn't pick up the pin here. What did Jey Uso do right before that happened? Did he hit him with the super kick? He did. I was too busy yapping. He did hit him with the super kick. All right, fair enough. Where was the demon? Is what I want to know. Where was the demon in all of this? He just kind of sat there and watched.
Here are your winners.
Wow.
Cody, Rhodes, and Jey Uso.
Had to put a point in the WWE column here. Huge win for main event Jey Uso and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. These guys aren't even regularly teaming with each other anymore, I don't think. These guys are kind of doing their own thing these days. But they brought it back together and made it happen here at Forbidden Door over the Nasty World Order. And I don't know what the Demon was doing sitting on the apron there. He thought maybe Muhlbach was going to kick out. I don't know. Maybe the chemistry, the magic is just lost when you don't have the Rager there as that third member, that third throbbing member of the Nasty World Order. Maybe the chemistry is just off over there. But I'm a little surprised, I'll be honest with you. I kind of thought WATCW had this one in the bag. Yeah, maybe he didn't, maybe he was too busy listening to me. I was barely commentating on this match. Maybe he was too busy listening to me talk about streaming that he also missed that super kick altogether and didn't think to get in there and break it up. We're 1-1, WWE versus WATCW here. 1-1. Oh, and this one is going to be huge, highly anticipated here. Because the most dominant, most winningest women's champion of WATCW history has returned, folks. Becky the Wreck Raddus is here. We haven't seen her since losing the women's title to Barbie all the way back at WatCon in August. We have not seen Becky the Wreck, but she returns tonight to take on the WWE Women's World Champion, Mommy Rhea Ripley. And of course, she's got Dirty Dom at ringside. Not this game's default Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom. And here she comes. Let's see what's going on at WWE Day 1 tonight. I saw that Nia Jackson defeated Becky Lynch. That's kind of massive. She punched the shit out of her face. Who's out here? Dominic Mysterio's getting booed. Who's he talking at? Look at her. There she is. Speaking of Dominic Mysterio, there he is back there, and there is Rhea Ripley. Are they yelling at Miz and Truth?
Accompanied by Dominic Mysterio, representing the Acolytes from Adelaide, Australia, the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Speaking of custom attires, it doesn't seem like the character really knows how to interact with her custom attire because she's not quite grabbing onto the jacket and the belt's clipping through. It's not that different from her default in-game attire. It should be optimized in the way where the belt doesn't clip through her attire. Anyway, there she is with the WATCW World Championship. He was so worried about his job security and the possibility of no WATCW sequel. True. We got Shug in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Should I do it, he says. And I, for a second, was going to ask you, what should you do? And I totally know what you mean. I'm going to tell you this. You can redeem that, Shug. And I'm not in the business of not giving people what they ask for. But if you redeem the Rager tonight, you're not going to get him because he's missing. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him since October. And I can tell you on high authority, he is not here.
And from Cleveland, Ohio,
Rick Raddus ain't here.
the Destroyer, Becca Ray.
But I'll tell you who is here. Becky Raddus. Becky the Wreck, one of the most dominant champions in our company's history, has returned, folks, to WATCW and here tonight to Forbidden Door to challenge the Women's World Champion over in WWE, Rhea Ripley. Welcome back, Becky. Looking stronger than ever, greener than ever, and I have it on very good authority that Becky is not a fan of Rhea Ripley's and wants to beat the bricks off this woman. This is going to be a slugfest, slobber knocker. This is going to be a violent one. Ring the damn bell. How you doing, Shug? Happy New Year, my friend. Welcome on in. How have you been? You got a match tonight too, sir. Everybody coming in to chat tonight's got big matches. Shug's got to face Logan Paul later. Shug's got the U.S. champ tonight. Rhea Ripley, I forget what it. I don't think she's been pinned or has lost since WrestleMania of last year, since winning the women's world title against Charlotte Flair. Gets pinned out at a 1. It's going to take a lot more than that for Becky to pull this off. And I'm rooting for her, obviously. But yeah, I hate to disappoint. That's true. I forgot that. I continuously forget that you can claim points on this channel to make the Rager come down here and participate in the stream. I totally forget that's on here. I've thought about removing that before. I thought about increasing the value of such a claim. I think Suga's always the one who does it. I believe he did it at, what was that, Outlast 2? Outlast 2, and the Rager was going to play Outlast 2, but he couldn't see through his sunglasses. It's very dark down here. But he's not here. We haven't seen him since October, haven't heard from him, have no idea where he is. So I'm afraid, I would say save your points up so that you can use him when and if he ever comes back. I don't know, quite frankly, if he will. Big bridge suplex to Becky the Rag. Middle of the ring! No, not quite. Kicks out at a 2. Yeah, I had to think long and hard about how to curate tonight's card. You know, WWE was sending their best. All the champions are here tonight. Look at Dominic Mysterio. He's very scared out there. Very concerned for his mommy, Rhea Ripley, who was taking a series of stops to the chest, back and forth, back and forth. Each of these women, very similar arsenals here. Diamond elbow drop. Shades of yours truly right there for Becky the Wreck. Very similar arsenals back and forth here tonight. And I wasn't sure at first. You know, WWE, they got a lot more titles than we do here at WATCW. We keep things a bit simpler, roster smaller, one show. But I thought, U.S. champion, who can we get wrestled? The U.S. champion, Logan Paul. Why not the first ever Twitch champion of WATCW, Suge Knight 323? I thought that'd be a pretty good matchup. And we'll see whether I was right later tonight. That match is coming up. But first, we'll see how the returning Wreck will do. And if I am a betting man, and I'm not, but if I was, I'd bet she's already got that WATCW Women's Championship in her sights. What better way to make a statement than here tonight by defeating a champion from another league? And there you go, Boston Crab. We're just going to call that the Boston Crab from here on out. There's no walls about it anymore, folks. No thanks. In the middle of the ring, they're looking to submit Rhea Ripley. Doesn't get it. And here we go, back and forth again from these two very strong, very scary women. Goes for the pin here. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. And, of course, it isn't. As I was saying earlier, Rhea Ripley hasn't been pinned, I think, in almost a year. Hasn't lost in a singles match in almost a year, ever since winning that World Women's Championship off of Charlotte Flair. Oh, my God. Just tossed her like a ragdoll into the ropes. That woman is so strong and so scary. WrestleMania 39, and here we go, going for a bit of a submission finish of her own, but getting caught by that bottom rope. Becky manages to break it, and Rhea must do the same. Flexing on the haters. Big boot to the small of Becky the Wreck's back. And we're seeing Ripley here, you know, matriarch of the Judgment Day. I was talking to DillyTodds earlier. We're going to see that very same Judgment Day tonight. Wait, hold on. Whoa! Did I miss a riptide there? Was that a riptide there? Was I too busy talking about DillyTodds? That was really, really close. I got to think maybe there was a finisher there. I thought Becky was about to eat the pin. Oh, full Nelson slam! Full Nelson slam. Hold on, Becky just maneuvers out of it into a leg drop. Recky. God, I need a fucking vacation, I think. I was going to say I need a nap. I think I need a vacation. Flexing on the haters once more. Dilly's up tonight when he and Metarract, the newly crowned team's champions, will take on WWE's Undisputed Team Champions in the Judgment Day. So you got a lot more Black and Pearl coming. Whoa! What a German suplex there. Now, mind you, the team's titles won't be on the line in that match, so you don't have to worry about losing your championships. However, it will be huge for you to win that match. match. It'll be a real blow to morale if the Toddserract doesn't pull it out against the Judgment Day tonight. So infinite bragging rights are on the line. Maybe not the belt, but bragging rights and pride are very much at stake here for everybody involved in tonight's show. But we will have a championship match before it's all said and done, as King Moose has agreed to put the World Championship on the line against Roman Reigns, much to my chagrin. Wait a minute, Dirty Dom! What's going on? We got managers waking up in universe mode? Managers never do anything in universe mode. Dirty Dom wanting to make his presence known here at Forbidden Door. He didn't just show up to look pretty at ringside, distracting Becky for a second there, but it didn't do much good as she still maintains control of this match. It looks like she's sizing up to maybe even send it home. What's going on? Wait a minute. Oh my God, she's got him locked in that big Becky lock. Draped over, got her folded up like a pretzel. Is Rhea going to tap to Becky the Wreck here tonight, folks? Is Rhea going to tap? No. And she lets her out of it. That was a hell of a maneuver from Becky the Wreck. I don't know if we've ever seen her pull that out before, and I think she might just go for the pin afterwards. Didn't get the submission, but we'll go for the pin. Is it enough? And it is! Wow, you can see she's exhausted. A hard-fought victory for Becky the Wreck Raddus. What a return for her tonight, folks, against Rhea Ripley, who is suffering her first defeat in nearly a year. Amazing. Even at Dirty Dom at ringside, trying to get involved, trying to weasel his way in and turn the decision in his favor. This was it right here. Yeah, there was a Riptide. Wow, there was a Riptide. I'm just missing finishers. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm tired. I'm missing finishers out here. That's what it's all about. But a huge win for Becky, and in turn, a huge win for all of us here at WATCW. Look at this move, bending her up like I said, a damn pretzel. I feel like I'm getting in line at Auntie Anne's here, with a nice side of hot nacho cheese. And here was what was so smart from Becky. She didn't get the submission finish, but she said, you know what? I'm just going to try to pin this lady. And it worked out for her.
Here's your winner, the Destroyer, Becca Rage.
Well, clearly Becky the Wreck Raddus hasn't missed a beat since taking some time off after WatCon. And if you're Ada Wong in the back, if you're the entire women's division in the back, you have been put on notice, because Becky the Wreck is back. And I think, if I had to bet, I think she's looking to become a 5-time women's champion before it's all said and done. Because it is going to be all said and done before much longer. Wouldn't Becky love to be not only the inaugural women's champion, but to bookend it by being the final women's champion? Those are the stakes that are at hand here as WATCW begins to wind down. And that's huge. That's huge for her to win that against Rhea Ripley tonight. A fantastic victory from the legend, Becky the Wreck. What do we got next? This card's moving along here. Oh, shit. What did I say? Here we go. Logan Paul versus Suge Knight 323. I hope he's still with us. I hope he can still hear me out there. I'm going to still see what's going on at WWE Day 1. Hold on. You know, it's a collaborative show we're doing here, so it's important for me to give you updates on what's happening on Monday Night Raw at the same time. They kind of did that in WCW in the Monday Night Wars, didn't they? They'd be like, this is going to happen in 10 minutes on Raw. But then it backfired because everybody was like, really? Stone Cold's going to win the title? Let me change the channel and watch Raw instead. Looks like just some more shenanigans with R-Truth. R-Truth not booked here.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 185 pounds. The WWE United States Champion, Logan Paul.
See, 185? That boy's skinny. I'm trying to get that skinny. He's a light man. The U.S. champion, what's interesting about Logan Paul is this is, in fact, not his first time competing under the WATCW brand. You may remember, or maybe you don't, many, I guess now, not even months ago, a year ago, he competed semi-regularly in this league alongside his brother Jake in the team's division. You know, he signed an exclusive contract to WWE since then, but he's returned in some respect to WATCW for this crossover match here tonight at the Forbidden Door. Now the U.S. champion over there in WWE, having scored that off of Rey Mysterio. We, of course, all know our history with Rey Mysterio and WATCW. Enough said.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 291 pounds, Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot Knight is back, baby. One of the GOATs here in WATCW. The first ever tournament winner, our first ever Twitch champion, and the first man who ever held both the Twitch title and the WATCW World Championship in his long storied career. There's no doubt about it. Suge Knight 323 is one of the best we've ever had the pleasure of hosting in this ring. And as such, I could think of no better man to put forth against Logan Paul here tonight. I have no doubts we're going to have another tally in our column before this is over. Matt in the chat, and he said, dubs. He must still be playing Fortnite with Featured. I'm glad it's going well. I don't know at this rate if I'm going to get Peter Griffin, by the way. I'm a little nervous about it. I know Featured has Peter Griffin. I'm pretty sure I know that for a fact. Matt, have you unlocked Peter Griffin yet? I need to know. And I need to know because I need to get Peter Griffin in this game. If there was more runway on WATCW, if the servers weren't going down, I would definitely put Peter Griffin in this game. But I don't know about Peter Griffin being a permanent installation of the WATCW roster when the servers go down. On Wednesday, look at this slugfest from Paul to Suge here. And you know, he has his critics, certainly, but they've all similarly given Logan Paul his flowers when it comes to wrestling. Maybe not when it comes to his, granted, very successful energy beverage. But when it comes to what he's accomplished in the ring in his very young career, you have to give him credit. He's done a lot, and he's done it with style. But that being said, what I would consider a WATCW veteran at this stage, and Suge Knight 323, has done it all and more. Also gotten several Fortnite victories in his lifetime. I would also... Has Suge gotten Peter Griffin in Fortnite? That's the big question. We're not really concerned about whether people have won titles or main evented pay-per-views. We just want to know, did you unlock Peter Griffin? And Fortnite hung up on the ropes there by 323. I see a lot of... only thing I can see as far as what's going on Raw tonight is a lot of R-Truth and Miz. And I gotta tell you, like, I'll be honest, I don't have any nostalgia for R-Truth and Miz. I don't really have that much nostalgia for R-Truth, even, if I'm being honest. People have been very pumped since he returned, and, like, there have been some funny encounters as a result of that. Look at that spiral springboard DDT, hooks the leg on Logan Paul. Hold on! No, just a 1 count, and this match continues. I kind of hope the Judgment Day stuff with R-Truth is over, because, oh, look at this! Shades of yours truly. Talking about that black and purple. Here we go. Hitting the 3 Amigo series of suplexes here on Logan Paul, and he completes it. Hits the series, the trifecta. And we might be winding down on this so quickly. Goes up top. What's Suge thinking? Oh, and he says, meet me up here, you white devil. Missile drop kick off the top to Logan Paul. He's got a lot of trash to talk. And I'd say go off, King. Speak your truth. I don't know why the signs in the crowd are all about Billy Kay. What's that all about? Billy Kay's not here. Billy Kay's not even in the WWE anymore. What's going on there? Brings Logan Paul to the corner. I don't know. Maybe she's going to return tonight. Been a lot of surprises supposedly lined up for day one. So maybe our big surprise is the return of Billy Kay. Hold on, though. Suge dragging a very limp Logan Paul to the corner. Going up top for a big bonsai drop. Pins him with that booty meat. Is it enough? No, I thought it was going to be. I was convinced. I was a believer when I saw that picture perfect bonsai drop from Suge Knight, but Logan Paul just barely managed just to instinctually, I think, kick out. And he's going to have to really fight his way back if he's going to gain control of this match, because Suge has got it in the palm of his hands. You got 2 to 3 more months? Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll probably get Peter Griffin. I just haven't been playing very much lately. Haven't been playing much for it. Just haven't had time for it. We'll see if we can get back to normal here the next couple of weeks. This month has been crazy. Not this month. It's January now. December was crazy. I can't even recognize that it's January. That's how busy I've been. I hope everybody had a good holiday, I should say, by the way. I haven't streamed since before the holidays with Cthulhu Saves Christmas, and we did save Christmas, so you were all able to celebrate it, thankfully. Double underhook! No! Whoa! What a counter and an escape from Logan, getting out of that 3-2-3 DDT there. Now Logan's going to go up top, and what's he thinking? Big frog splash, but Suge scouted it, got the knees up. No problem. Logan can't seem to find his place in all this. Can't catch his breath, can't find his bearings. He is just being victimized by Suge Knight here. Oh, wow! Look at that amazing jumping around like parkour bounce. Oh, yeah, I'm used to the Fortnite seasons being... Well, I'm not used to it, but the last Fortnite season was so short, my brain keeps thinking this one won't be that long. Okay, 2 to 3 months, we can pull it out. Hooks the leg, middle of the ring, and that's enough. Look at that. Suge didn't even have to get that DDT. I think Logan Paul's body just gave up. Wow, an easy, like I said, easy one in our corner here. We're up 3-1 on WWE tonight. Logan Paul might be the U.S. champion. He might be a big fish in that pond over here, but here in the WATCW ring, just a small fry, baby. Made easy, slim pickings by Suge Knight. And here's where I thought it was over. I'll give the kid credit. Kicking out of this one. Many great men. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure the ref did hit 3 before he kicked out of that. I'm not sure about that. But it doesn't really matter in the end because Suge still pulls out the dub, gets the win. Don't pay no mind to those AEW New Japan logos up there. I don't know what those are doing up there. Just some sort of technical glitch, I guess, in our Titantron. Definitely not like I downloaded this off Community Creations and slapped different logos on it at all. That definitely did not happen. But Sugarfoot is dancing his way to the winner's circle once more. And that's, again, massive statement, not just from our league to theirs, but just in WATCW specifically. Because this is a man who hasn't competed for championship gold in a long time. And I got a feeling he wants to do it again before it's all said and done. That's really the stakes at this time of WATCW. Is you're not just competing to be champion. You have potential to become the now and forever champion. If you can win that belt and hold it till really Mania 2, where we will be closing the curtain on WATCW forever. Amazing win, Suge. I knew you could do it. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Let's see what's next. Matter of fact, I know what's next. Because it's some more tag team action, baby. Now this is going to be a big one. And this is really WWE's sole chance to bounce back, as far as I can tell. Look at the controller over Damian Priest's face. If that is not an amazing looking mustache, I don't know what is. I don't know what could be. This is going to be huge. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor and Damian Priest are going to compete 2-on-2 against Metarract and DillyTodds, the Toddserract, the Wrestle Real Teams champions, right here, right now. Man, this is going to be exciting. Need to go get Meta. I saw Meta was live, so I don't know if he has the ability to come watch this right now. I don't know if he's still live, but if he can, he's more than welcome to. We would love to see Meta here. We are going to see him. You know what I mean. First out, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, ordinarily they got both belts, but
is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 439 pounds. The Raw Tag Team Champions
and SmackDown.
Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Acolytes.
Here they come. Usually they got both belts on, the red and the blue, but this game does not know how to reconcile that. I think in the character models, I don't think you can have them come out with two belts. Something I should probably think about updating when they inevitably dump out the next one of these. But here they are, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, card-carrying members of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest, of course, also Mr. Money in the Bank, but a lot of speculation that he may, in fact, cash that in tonight when Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins wrestle on Monday Night Raw. Not here. They're not going to wrestle here. It's complicated. In any case, let's pivot back to the most valuable team here. I think this is their first ever championship entrance, if I'm not wrong. And we got Meta in the chat. We got the big man himself. Welcome in, Meta. Are you still live, Meta? I saw you were live before I started.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of
Here they are.
392 pounds, the prestigious,
So prestigious,
World Team Champions, the Ascension.
the Toddserract has arrived. He is still alive. Oh, beautiful. Well, I'm glad you still made the time to tune in. This is the Toddseract's first championship entrance. They won these titles off of, who did they beat? They beat What the Show, I think? Back in November. No, they beat Really Scared. That's what it was. And we got Nicolele's in the chat. What's going on, Nicolele's? Welcome, man. You guys beat Really Scared. That's who it was in Night City. And now you're the Wrestle Real Team champions. We beat everybody. So true. Their first ever championship entrance here tonight at Forbidden Door. And again, title's not on the line, but prestige is on the line. Honor's on the line. Bragging rights are on the line because they're bringing those belts and going head to head with the WWE champions. And those purple straps do look amazing around their waists. Do they not, folks? So dark, so menacing, so scary. Oh, what's he got here? Boom! Metarract summons the fires of hell himself to accompany them here at the Forbidden Door. And here we go. Looks like Finn Balor and Metarract will be starting us off tonight. And WWE is in such a hole here, is the reality of the situation. Wait a minute, whose music's hitting already? This match just started. Excuse me? If I didn't know better, that sounded a hell of a lot like Leatherface's music to me. Wait, what is Leather? Okay, he didn't come out. That's interesting. And you also cannot hear his music on the stream. But I swear to you, if I didn't know better, that sounded a lot like Leatherface's music, distracting Finn Balor. I don't know what the Leatherface agenda is here in WATCW. At first I thought he had a thing against the Nasty World. And now his music's hitting in this team's match? What on earth? Meta's the Sorcerer Supreme of the Toddserract. He was thinking of coming out, but he got really scared. So true. Well said. Well said. Adam should be the ringside commentator, not me. He's got all the lines. Well, he didn't come out. I'm not sure what that was other than a quick distraction of Finn Balor. And though distracted he may have been, managed to pull back control of this match against the Toddserract before tagging in Damian Priest. And again, folks, I'll tell you, the titles aren't on the line. We haven't seen a Toddserract title defense quite yet. Big elbow to Metarract. We haven't seen a Toddserract title defense quite yet. They will be defending the belts later this month in the Real Rumble. Haven't quite definitively decided against Tudu just yet, but they will be defending those belts for the first time. And even though they aren't on the line here tonight, it's just glory on the line here tonight. That being said, a win is huge here for them. Astronomic, because you do not want to roll into the Real Rumble having just suffered a loss to the champions. You want to go in having proven you are the best of the best and strike fear in the hearts of your potential enemies. So even if the belts will remain with the Toddserract, not that they wouldn't look great with Judgment Day, that black and purple color coordination, I would say victory here is massive for them. On the flip side, WWE, in this crossover match, they're down what now? It's 3-1? 3-1. There's only 10 matches happening tonight. Eventually, we're going to get to a place where they might not be able to come back from. So at the same time, a lot of pressure on the Judgment Day to perhaps bring this one back home to the WWE. I don't know, folks. I'm feeling really great about what we put up so far, and there's not a team I'd rather see representing WATCW than DillyTodds and Metarract here tonight. DillyTodds hooks the leg. Not enough, and Finn Balor was there quick to try and break it up. And this is our first Champions versus Champions match, by the way. Ooh, oh my God, what a drop there from DillyTodds. The big Dilly drop. Love to see it. Yeah, this is our first Champions versus Champions match of the night. And not going to be the last by any stretch. We'll also see, ooh, big double axe handle off the top to Damian Priest. We're also going to see, of course, like I mentioned earlier, FeaturedFilms, our Twitch champion, take on the WWE World Champion, Seth Rollins. Whoa, that was a close one. That was a close one from DillyTodds. Almost brought it home. We're going to see the Women's Champion, Ada Wong, take on the WWE Women's Champion, Io Sky. And like I mentioned earlier, we will see King Moose, the WATCW World Champion, not only compete against Universal Champion Roman Reigns, but he will put the WATCW title on the line. We are living in a possible scenario where Roman Reigns could take the World Championship hostage. Look at this, Finn Balor praying to the gods, perhaps, to try and get one over on Metarract here. DillyTodds will take on one man, two man. He'll take on all the men at the same time. And Meta's just been thrown out of the ring. And Finn Balor's going to take an opportunity to just rest up, maybe. Catch his breath. Wowee! What a dive! I think over here on Twitch you call that an unalive dive over the top rope. I'm surprised he managed to get to Meta. That just speaks to the aerial potential of Finn Balor. And if I'm Dilly, I'm getting off that apron and I'm going to start swinging. If you don't get my man back in the ring here, maybe he knows he doesn't need the help. The champion of the Bone Zone, Metarract. Oh, what a pump handle slam onto the mat. And these guys got to be careful. A dual count out, that would be tough. I guess that would just be, if there was a draw here tonight, it would just be no points for either league. And Meta's now showboating in the ring. Old Macho Recto. There we go. Finn Balor's got to get back in there. Count of 10, the match will end. What's going on there? That was pretty weird. Everybody just kind of got like deer in the headlights for a second. And unfortunately, that hesitation is going to cost Meta as he gets hung up on the ropes by Finn Balor. I got a little worried there. I was like, uh-oh, the game broke. The Metarract stare. You know, it's very similar to the Kubrick stare. You know, that was a moment of deep insanity explored by Metarract. But a couple shots to the head will get you right back on planet Earth. And now he's taking on the large, wait a minute, huge slam. A skeletal slam to Damian Priest. Hooks the leg. Finn's just sitting watching. Is it enough? No, just like DillyTodds, Finn Balor had enough confidence in his partner to know that wasn't going to be enough to wrap it up. He stayed at ringside. And now it's up to Dilly to try and send it home here against Damian Priest, Mr. Money in the Bank, who tags out to Finn. What a maneuver indeed. The big skeletal slam from Metarract, Mr. Macho Recto himself. We've seen him finish quite a few matches with that very move. And I thought maybe he'd do... Oh, look at this! He's playing to the crowd, DillyTodds. Are you not entertained, he asks. And of course, we all are very entertained. Thank you again to everybody in chat tonight. Enjoying this... Whoa, what's going on? He's supposed to be in the corner. There he goes. He just... he just zapped back into place. He found his way into the corner, as he was programmed to do. Thank you to everybody hanging out and watching this very special edition of WATCW as we take WWE on head-to-head in this crossover match. Goes for the pin. Macho's out. Meta kicks out, no problem. It's going to be more than that. They are extra-dimensional. They are a Toddserract. Whatever that means, who knows? It's not up to me to define or say for sure. But physics and space and time, really just another... Oh, God! What? Wow, what a double team. I've never seen that move before. And what's it going to be? He's sizing Meta up. Is the day of judgment upon us? No, it's not. Not for Metarract. Fights his way out of it. And I think we were going to see some sort of reckoning happen there. But he fights his way out of it. Hooks the leg. Not quite. Man, there is nothing like a Toddserract tag team match, is there, folks? These things are just marathons of battle. And you just know whoever walks out of this the victor will have truly earned it. Even if we did get temporarily distracted by that Leatherface music, choke slam to Metarract from Damian Priest. Hooks the leg. No! Metarract kicks out. I thought that was going to be it. But once again, Dilly knew better. Big elbow drop. Shades of Metarract from Damian Priest there. What will it take to put one of these men down for the 3 count? Oh my God. Time and space has been challenged once more by the Toddserract. Tags out the DillyTodds. Here we go. DillyTodds had some time to catch his breath and heal and recover there at ringside. That's right, it is an intense match. It always is when the Toddserract arrives. Big pay-per-view, high-stakes action. Finn Balor whipped to the corner now by DillyTodds, who I think is really in the driver's seat here with a lot of potential to... Wow! Big slam from DillyTodds to finish this up. Wait a minute, Finn's crawling away! Stop him, Dilly! What are you doing? Dilly just stood there and watched. Dilly just stood there and watched and chose mercy, pity perhaps, on Finn Balor. He could have squashed him like a bug and decided to let him crawl to mercy there. Now tags out to Meta. Yeah, was it pride or hubris? That is indeed the question. Was it worth it? And all 4 of these men have suffered so much tonight. Hooks the leg on Damian Priest. No, not yet. Kicks out again, and somebody's got to have it. It's going to take that big, nasty finishing maneuver somewhere. I know one of these guys has got it, and they're going to need to hit it to get that 3 count and put a point in the column of their respective wrestling federation. Where's Meta going? Where's he taking him? This match is getting a little loosey-goosey, I think. I've seen some weird things happen in this match tonight. I used to always fear that this game would just crash and burn while I was streaming it. I used to, speculate on that regularly. And I started to trust that it would never happen. But I've seen some very strange things happening in this match tonight. Here we go! Meta's up top! No! And Damian just manages to jump out. Hot tag to Finn Balor. Damn. What's it gonna take? You know he was about to hit that big elbow drop. Wait a minute. Oh my God, how does he do it? Metarract kicked out again. This boy don't quit. He will never give up. What's it going to take? Ooh, big double knee to the head there. And now it's Meta's turn to try and tag out. And I think Finn Balor's not going to be as merciful. Or maybe he is. I don't know if that was mercy or just foolishness there. But now it's Dilly and Meta. Ooh, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, my God. What was the... Adam, what did you say you wanted your move to be called? It was something with a demon. You got to remind me in case you hit it, because you just about did there, brother. Only crashed and burned once, and it wasn't even a full one. This game? We've seen some funky stuff in this game. You mean like when the Women's Rumble became unwinnable and I had to flip a coin to decide the winner? That was pretty bad. Demon Thruster. Yes, there you go. And wow, look at this submission move off the ring post. He's starting to break that man's leg in half. Talking about sun hungry. Talking about sun hungry, and my man Dilly's gonna come eat. He's fixing to serve a whole feast tonight. Now, hitting that submission move on the outside of Finn Balor, of course, can't get a successful submission on the outside of the ring. He has to put him in there to pull that off, but you can still weaken him on the outside. And whoa, wow. I think the Toddserract is getting frustrated, and maybe in a bit of desperation is going to start using that unoccupied announce table there at ringside as a weapon. Yes, there was that. I do remember that Rumble glitch, and I also remember there was a last man standing match that became unwinnable in a certain fashion. Just get in that ring, boys! What are you doing? Get in that ring! Get in that ring! Both these guys need to get in that ring! What is happening? Get up, Dilly! Get up, Dilly! Get up, Dilly! Get up, Dilly! No! No! Damn it! Damn it all to hell. They had it in the bag, folks. A count-out finish. Damn it, after all of that. After all of that, unfortunately, DillyTodds just doesn't get back in the ring. And suffers the 10 count. Making this the Judgment Day's match to win and getting a much-needed point in the WWE column. That's true. You guys did beat the shit out of the Cohen family. And they were also counted out, which is something that seems to happen with tag team matches in this game. I remember once upon a time the Nasty World would also get just so overcome with their bloodlust that they would not properly win matches. They would just beat the shit out of people and get counted out. And the Toddseract's going to have to really focus up and try a different strategy when they defend those belts later this month. Can't be having countouts when you're the champs. Damn it. After all of that, after that battle, after that war was waged, I was saying whoever wins it was going to have to really earn it. And I'm not trying to take anything away from these gentlemen here in the Judgment Day. Biased may I be, but you just kind of hate to see a match finish up like that after that sort of battle. That was incredible. Not sun hungry enough. Maybe too sun hungry. Maybe he was too sun famished to get to his feet and crawl to the ring. Also had a glitch against Chris Anthony Lopez with the missed rope break. So that wasn't a glitch. That's just something that can actually happen in this game. But you could still say there's some karmic revenge at play here. Back to Rain World. Good luck to the rest of the wrestlers. Thanks for tuning in, Meta. Thanks for taking some time off from your stream to come watch this one. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for bringing good old Nicoleles over here with you. Oh, hell yeah. Make sure you guys keep practicing for your title defense later this month. We can't have any more countouts. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year, Metarract. Oh, now we were talking about the personality. We were talking about CAL just a moment earlier. Remembering the legend himself. Well, he's back in singles action for the first time since the King of the Ring tournament to take on the what do they call him? What's his thing? He's not the main man, the megastar. My brain is not working properly tonight. The megastar. Yeah. LA Knight. Let's see what's going on Monday Night Raw right now. Did The Rock come back? Did Batista come back? Let's see what's trending. Top 3 things trending. Raw, Batista, Shin Godzilla. So maybe Shin Godzilla debuted on Raw tonight? Let's see. Still just seeing more R-Truth Judgment Day stuff. Seriously? What else is happening? Okay, Rhea's wrestling right now against Ivy Nile. Yeah. The megastar is here at Forbidden Door, folks, and we talk about people who've just been on a meteoric rise. LA Knight has been on a run unlike anything I've seen in the WWE in a long time. Looks like the Rhea match is pretty good. Oh no, did R-Truth betray The Miz in favor of the Judgment Day? Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. I can't tell. Trying to get our Monday Night Raw updates. There's been a lot of speculation. There's a promise that a former world champion will be on Raw tonight, and people, for some reason, thought it was Batista. I don't know why. A lot of people thought it was Andrade because he's officially seemingly out of AEW and going back to WWE. And then there's also been reason to believe it might be Dwayne Johnson himself. But let's talk about our own legends here, because here is one of the true OG WATCW originals, folks. The personality of WATCW.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 191 pounds, perfect 10, Chris Anthony Lopez.
And it is a 10. Welcome back, Chris Anthony Lopez, to the WATCW ring. A man who has accomplished so much. A man who has withstood so much here in the wrestling industry and always comes back stronger and better than before. Now has an opportunity for a huge singles win against the megastar LA Knight. These guys are definitely top 2, but which one is number 1? That will be proven and defined in this singles bout. And we're still up 3-2. 3-2 on WWE. And not a lot of matches left when in the grand scheme of things here. So, again, kind of a must-win scenario for LA Knight representing the WWE here against Chris Anthony Lopez. How was your New Year's? You do anything fun to celebrate? We had a big family get-together. You know, for the past week, just as parents were visiting us and staying with us. At Christmas, we had a lot of family over in general as well. And so that's kind of what we did last night. We just, me and her and her parents, the kids, and just had a bunch of family people come together. It was pretty tame, though. Nothing crazy. I think we're all just too old to be doing that shit, you know what I mean? It was pretty laid back. We just ate a lot of food. And had a little bit of drink. Not a lot, just a little bit of drink. And mostly just watched The Office, if I'm being honest. It was just kind of another day. But we stayed up late. We let the kids stay up late. We watched the ball drop. It was fun, you know. Not a bad way to roll in the new year, but it was pretty laid back. How about you? How about everybody in the chat? Anybody have a good New Year's Eve last night? Do anything fun? Is this pay-per-view called the Forbidden Backdoor? No, but, you know, maybe next year. Maybe we'll have the Forbidden Back. You know, we had a Back Rooms pay-per-view, so maybe we could have Forbidden Door in the Back Rooms, and it'll be the Back Doors. Wow, what a shame that WATCW's winding down when you have $1 million ideas like that just waiting in the wings. Watched Naked Attraction on my... Matt, is that the hold on, is that the show with the naked people? Is that the show where they see the naked people? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the show? I don't know if I'm correct. If that's the show I think it is, that is the craziest fucking way to spend your New Year's Eve. The naked dating show? Yep, it is. I somehow did not know that show exists for a long time. And then a little while back, Kayla came down and visited me and Jess. And she showed me this. They had both watched this show apparently in the past. I had no idea this existed. And I was hooting and hollering the entire time. I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing. I never knew you could make such a show. And it's just sitting there on HBO or Max. It's just sitting there on Max for anyone to come watch. Got me onto it when you could watch it on YouTube. Told you about this during the Schmodown days. I don't recall. I don't recall. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought we were going to see that personality TKO to LA Knight. Huge springboard moonsault. I always feel bad when I don't kind of lose focus during these matches. But wait a minute. Here we go. Is this it? Personality. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. Chris just has a lot of moves off that fireman's carry. Hooks the leg, though. Not quite it. It was in a group chat. Well, I don't recall that. I believe you. But I definitely did not take the recommendation at the time, supposedly. I couldn't fucking believe it, man. Yeah, it's just like they just get brought into the studio. And like a single person gets brought into this British TV studio. And then they have these like sheets of glass. Not glass, because they're not see-through. Hold on. Big pin. Not quite. And there are, is it 3 people or is it more? I feel like it's more. There's a bunch of people behind these walls. Wait a minute, blunt force! Wait a minute! Blunt force from LA Knight! Oh! Chris just barely kicked out, and LA Knight can't believe it. After everything he's achieved in the WWE this past year, he's met somebody, a challenge like he's never faced before, and this could be it right here. Yeah, no. And Chris just putting on a wrestling clinic here tonight, brother. Yeah. No, 2 count, just a 2 count for the personality here. What is he thinking? What's he got left? Oh my God, what an unbelievable springboard spin there. Oh, and he's tuning up the band. Can you hear him? Yeah, he's kicking that leg. Yeah, and he's going for a huge sweet chin. Music. Good night, that's gotta be it. Yeah, and it is. Chris, and I know that win had to have meant a lot to him after everything that young man has withstood and endured here in WATCW. I know that had to mean a lot to him. Wait, what's all this about? That was an awesome win for this young man as well. Could it be the very same we saw earlier tonight between CM Punk and myself? LA Knight extends the hand, a mutual show of respect that's accepted by Chris Anthony Lopez. I'll give the WWE this. They take defeat honorably. Nothing but handshakes here. And Chris has to feel good about that. It's been a long, long time since he's gotten to stand in the winner's circle after his historic summer feud with Nick Muhlbach, after getting screwed out of the King of the Ring tournament. I know it just means the world to him to have pulled out this victory here tonight against LA Knight. Yeah. So anyway, in Naked Attraction, they got like these walls. They got bring this. They'll bring in a contestant, and they're single, and they're like, "This is who I want to fucking date," in it. And then these walls slowly descend up, and the first thing you see, it's like a blind dating show. The first thing you see is their junk, just dicks and pussies abound. And I'll tell you this: you got to be a particular type to be on the show as like a competitor's not the right word. You're not competing, but like as the guest of the show, as the potential datees. Not, I don't mean to be cruel, but not the most beautiful people in the world. You just got to think, you got to be definitely a particular kind of somebody to end up on that show. So to just get like very strange, flaccid dicks and just like really, just really HD, very unsexy shots of private parts. It's very strange. And then slowly they get a little bit more. They get like the midsection, and lastly, once they narrow it down to the last person, you get the face. And what I noticed too when we only watched 1 or 2 episodes, surprisingly, but I noticed too whenever because it's such a weird way to meet somebody, like the context is so bizarre and uncomfortable. But like the sub, it's not even subtext. It's just like the text of the show is like, oh yeah, you saw this guy's dick, and now you picked him out. They're gonna fuck. But then when they like pick back up later to be like, hey, how's it going? They'd be like, hey, it's all right. We went got coffee, and I think we might do it again. Yeah. And like that's it. Like it's such a bizarre. It feels like a weird show out of like. It feels like a show from a dystopia, like movie. Right, like it'd be some crazy fucking show that they'd be watching in like The Running Man. You know what I mean? Like Arnold would be sitting at home watching Naked Attraction, and then through like a comedy of errors, he would end up being a contestant on Naked Attraction. I guess that just is The Running Man, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 6 options. So you see 6 dicks and/or pussies. Genitals, then midsection, then face. Oh, you get then face, then voice. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't remember all the details. You're my expert here tonight. You're my guy in the chair on Naked Attraction. Then they hear the voice. Then the person picking it. Oh yeah, that's right. And then the person who picks, like the main person, then they get naked before they pick who they want to go on a date with. So you cannot go on the show without getting your junk out. It's a hell of a thing. Or both. You can pick both? I didn't see one where they picked both. I saw one where a guy had like an insane like cock piercing though. I hated it, dude. The Prince Albert. Shout out to former WWE superstar Prince Albert. What was Feature talk about? He sounds like a great time. I made sauerkraut and pork that was super delicious. That's what we had. We also had a very European. It was like we had pierogies and we had sauerkraut and kielbasa and some like cabbage and some shrimp cocktail. That part's not very European German, but you see what I'm saying? It was good. Had a bunch of drinks. I just hung out. Me, roommate, sister, and sister's boyfriend. It was chill. I feel it. Sounds like a good time. I'm glad you had a good time. And you refuse to watch Naked Attraction, but Matt keeps trying to make you. It's something you really got to see to believe. I went in completely blind. They put it on, and I had no idea what we were watching. And when it started, and those walls came up and revealed the gallery of cocks, I was hooting and hollering, man. I couldn't believe it. I think they took a video of it. They took a video. I'm not going to bother trying to find it right now, but I think they took a video of my initial reaction. What a match. Great job, Chris. Anyways. Speaking of gallery of cocks, I didn't know what match was next. I just wanted to use that segue. But, you know, it's about as appropriate as it gets. Because, boy, what a slobber knocker we're in for here tonight. Gunther, not Walter. Gunther versus Nacho Libre. He was still Walter when this game came out. And I still downloaded a custom attire for Gunther, and it literally just made like his tights turn red from black. Okay, now let's see what's trending. The Rock, AJ Lee in WWE Raw. AJ Lee ain't come back. I don't believe you. I also see Jinder's trending. Oh my god. I swear if I open this up and Jinder Mahal was the former WWE champion. Oh, it's both. Oh shit. Jinder Mahal came back. They did a swerve. They goofed on us. Jinder Mahal did come back and The Rock interrupted him. That's amazing. I'll have to listen to all of that after I'm done streaming. The Rock is back. Did he call out Roman? Are they really doing it? The Rock is talking to Iron Sheik. What is happening in there? What is happening on Raw tonight? I'll have to watch that. Why is AJ Lee trending? I don't believe that. She didn't come back. Right? No. People are just, I think, talking about it. Anyway, here's Gunther. This man hasn't been pinned in like 2 years.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Vienna, Austria. Weighing in at 297 pounds. The WWE Intercontinental Champion,
Gunther! Yeah, that'd be really embarrassing if he said the wrong name. If it's a buy picker, they'll put both options up there. And if there's someone who is open to poly, they occasionally put couples in the tubes too. You know what? Whatever path in life led them to that show, I think at the end they should all just every episode doesn't just end with like a graphic orgy is a crying shame. I've watched that show for 3 years. There's many more episodes than what's on Max. You're like a regular viewer. I don't know if I could be a regular viewer of that show. I feel like I got enough when I watched it. I was like, I understand, and I got everything I need out of this. I've not, like, in my own spare time been like, you know what? I'm going to put that show back on. Wow, The Rock came back tonight, huh? You know, I mentioned it before. Gunther hasn't been pinned in 2 years. And now, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history goes on to face a man who's only been pinned twice in his entire career. The two-time world champion.
Mexico, weighing in at 304 pounds, the living legend, the Luchador.
The two-time WATCW world champion, Nacho Libre. Back in the ring tonight. We haven't seen him since his tragic and shocking loss at the Hell in a Cell in Halloween Riot. But he has returned for what ought to be some big meaty men slapping man meat. If I ever saw one. This is going to be brutal. Did I give us a... No, I forgot to give us another tally. I think we might... Did we win already? Let's see. We've got 4. They've got 2. So this would be match number 7. So if WWE won 7, 8, and 9... WWE has to win all of these to win it tonight, I think. They could also... Right, we're 6 in, and they got 2. So yeah, they would have to get 1, 2, 3, 4 to actually win. That's it, they have to win. Otherwise, they can't even... They can't just tie it up. They can't just tie it up, because if they do, that means we're going to get one more win, and we win. So... From this point forward, WWE has to win all of the remaining matches to come out of this the overall victor. And they've got their work fucking cut out for them, brother, because that's Nacho Libre in there taking on Gunther. That's a man who is not in the business of losing. But that said, neither is Gunther, so this is going to be a hell of a match. Will the 2-year winning streak continue for Gunther? Or will Nacho Libre suffer his 3rd pinfall and his entire career, or perhaps his first submission? We'll have to wait and see. They sent our best, and so did we. Also, apologies to Matt in the chat, having to see Nacho Libre in the ring right now. I know it's a sore subject for you. It was on YouTube forever because it was a foreign site. They let the nudity stand. Well, I think YouTube has, like, exceptions with nudity. Like, if it's specifically non-sexual, it still gets put behind like I think the monetization of it's different, or maybe you can't monetize it. But if it's like a non-sexual context, you could totally put nudity on YouTube. Like there was a controversy this past year of this dude who posted like a narrowing your butthole tutorial on YouTube. And I'll say, shockingly, I've not watched it. But this dude uploaded a tutorial about how to narrow your butthole, and I guess there was like graphic HD detail of said butthole. And it's up there. I think it's still up there. Like with tons of views. I've not seen it. I've heard it's pretty crazy though. They banned all nudity a bit ago after that. After the butthole nair? The narrowing butthole? You sure? Oh, you kind of made me want to look it up. See what's going on over there. But I'm too busy watching this match. Nacho, by the way, I didn't notice. Botching the moonsault, man. What's going on, brother? Nacho? You know, that's a guy I got to be kind of worried about. Because, ooh, here we go with the single leg Boston Crab to Gunther. I got to be kind of worried about, because I'll be honest with you, I thought Nacho was going to be keeping that belt all the way to Really Mania 2. He shocked me. He broke my heart when he lost it at Halloween Riot. And but this is, that said, he does have a guaranteed. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Power bomb to the outside from Gunther to Nacho. Unbelievable. Now he's going up top. Gunther's going up top. What's he going to do up there? Gunther doesn't go up there. What you doing? The ring general. Oh! With that big drop kick from the top to the outside. Bringing it to Nacho Libre. Unreal. Keep in mind, Nacho Libre has a contractually guaranteed world title rematch whenever he pleases. He's earned it by way of his consecutive title defenses as he gyrates into oblivion out there. Jesus, dude. Somebody get that man some water. Help him up. Jeez. Yeah, thank God. Thank you for that, Gunther. I'm not sure he was going to get up from that. I don't know what was going on there. Another double underhook. No! Nacho fights out of it. He scouted it. Nacho, I'll tell you, he's not been a big fan of mine lately. He lost that title at Halloween Riot. He wanted that immediate rematch in Night City, but I said, look, Nacho, King Moose just won a whole tournament to get this title shot. I don't want to hit him with that triple threat or any funny business in Night City. I'm sorry. I'm going to give him the one-on-one match he was contractually guaranteed. And then Nacho said, okay, but I want my title match in December. And here we are. I said, look, Nacho, I'm sorry, King Moose. He's got a match against Roman Reigns. I can't also just throw you in there. That'd be unfair. I have 2 WATCW guys against 1 WWE guy, even though he's the tribal chief, even though he has people interfere and help him win every single match. I couldn't do it. But I said, don't worry, I got you an opponent that's just as prestigious as the king himself, and that's the Ring General. So he's been chomping at the bit to get back in the ring and prove people he's still got what it takes. Here's an opportunity. He could be the first man to pin Gunther in years. And if he does, I think that's all it's going to take for WATCW to walk out as the superior federation. We may not have Dwayne Johnson coming in to cut promos on us, but we do have the greatest superstars in all of pro wrestling today. Ooh, wow! I can't believe Gunther managed to escape that. That move's like inescapable in this game. Hoist him up! No way! Power bomb! Standing power bomb from Gunther to Nacho. And he's going to go for another one. No way. Another power bomb. Pulls him back up. Another power bomb. No way. Another power bomb from Gunther to Nacho. Hooks the leg. Is that seriously going to be it? I don't see how any man could kick out of a... 4 consecutive power bombs from Gunther to Nacho Libre. And somehow, our hero, the face of WATCW, managed to kick out of it. If 4 power bombs can't put a guy away, what the hell will? I don't even know. And now it's Nacho's turn to get in the driver's seat and try to maintain control of this very competitive matchup. Not champion versus champion, but all the same, there is very few with as much prestige and esteem as Nacho and WATCW. So, though Gunther is the Intercontinental Championship, I do think we're on a level playing field here in terms of... Oh my God, wait a minute, Spear! Spear from Nacho to Gunther! Is that enough? First pin in 2 years! No! It's not! It's not enough! Gunther kicked out of the Nacho Libre Spear! Hit him with that kangaroo kick. Wow, talking about bonsai drops. Look at that one. He just put the cake on him. What's it gonna take? These two beasts just beating on each other. I told you, folks, big meaty men slapping mad meat. That is it here tonight. These two lighting it up, fighting not for championships, but for prestige, for honor, for legacy. And ultimately, what could be more important than that is Gunther taunts Nacho Libre on the mat there. Wow. And he's going to pay for it because we got that. Oh, I thought we were going to maybe see a little Nacho lariat, but not quite yet. He just hit him with the old standard suplex. Put boots on him. Hooks the leg on Gunther. Is it enough? No, of course not. But what will it take to put one of these guys down for the 3 count? Going for a moonsault, and he does hit it. He's going to try again. Nacho thinks maybe that was enough. Is he right? No. And Nacho can't believe it. He's had to fight all sorts of competition here on WATCW, but never before has he perhaps faced somebody as deadly as Gunther. Here we go, German suplex into Nacho Lariat! Nacho Lariat to Gunther, and now Nacho's going up top. What's he thinking? What's he got? The Lucha Legend. He's saying, get up here. And what's he got for him? Oh, and he whiffs it. Nacho whiffs it, lands hard on that knee. I don't know what he was thinking there. Something we haven't seen from him before. And, well, quite frankly, haven't seen it yet because he did not succeed there. What's it going to be? Spear! I knew it! I could scout it. I could feel it. And that's got to be it. No way he's kicking out of 2 spears. And he doesn't! Nacho Libre becomes the first man in 2 years to pin Gunther, the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Unreal. After everything Gunther has experienced, we're just breaking legacies and records left and right here. WWE is going to be so sorry they sent Roman Reigns over here to start a battle that they perhaps couldn't win. Look at that lariat. Rhea Ripley eating her first pin in a year.
The living legend, the Luchador.
Gunther eating his first pin in 2 years. And now Gunther's got to go back to WWE and act like he's hot shit over there after he comes into our ring and gets pinned. I knew I could count on Nacho Libre, who's now, you got to think, we talk about finishing stories. That man's got to be on the road to Really Mania. He's got that world title in his sights, and there's no way Nacho isn't thinking about becoming the now and forever world champion after having defeated Gunther right there. But goddamn, did it take everything he had. 2 spears to put Gunther down for the 3 count. That is a tough son of a bitch. What did you think of the live horror show ESPN delivered with the living Pop-Tart mascot? I thought it takes a lot for football to get on my feed. It takes a lot for me to pay attention to football. I saw that Pop-Tart, and I loved everything. What a showman. What a hero. I loved that Pop-Tart. I love that it ended with a sacrificial devouring of the sentient dancing Pop-Tart at the Pop-Tart Bowl. Set the bar high. I saw there's some sort of Cheez-It Bowl happening earlier today, and they had a Cheez-It Man pop out of a Cheez-It box. I was like, please, you could never be him. Nice try. You ain't got what it takes, Cheez-Its. I loved a Pop-Tart. Predictably. What's going on Monday Night Raw? Let's see. After The Rock brought it to Jinder, I see Head of the Tables trending now. Hold on. He delivered a mic drop? Let's see. What was it?
Should The Rock sit at the head of the table?
Oh, shit. Rock said he's going to sit at the head of the table. I don't know how I feel about that. We're contemplating all that. Hold on. Next match. It's going to be... Oh, did I not? I didn't get all the... It's going to be this one right here. I didn't get all the tweets prepared for this. I don't have 1, 2 for the main... Oh, well. It's fine. I'm not going to sit here and punch up tweets. Apparently, I don't have tweets drafted for the Io Sky 8 Wong match or the main event. This is the last one I have in my drafts folder, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and type up tweets. Oh, my fucking eyeball's hurting all of a sudden. I was feeling like maybe a potential migraine coming on right before I started this. I took some ibuprofen and rested my eyes and fought it off, but I'm feeling a little something in my right eyeball here. Here we go, another huge champion versus champion match. I'm going to keep score here for the WATCW versus WWE thing, but I think we definitively won. I don't think they can win. We're 5-2, even if they win the next 3. If they win hold on. We're 5-2. If they win the next 3, they would tie it up. But it is impossible for them to win from this point. There he is. Now that's not an attire that exists in this game. That's definitely a custom attire.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa. Weighing in at 217 pounds. The Super Champion, Seth Rollins.
The Super Champion? Now, that's the custom attire, so I won't slight the belt for cutting through it, but you still hate to see that. This is, of course, his WrestleMania 38 attire. They still had him rocking, like, the Messiah wardrobe in 2K22, so I thought if anybody needs a custom attire update in this, it's going to be Seth Rollins. And then I threw some stupid sunglasses on him as well, because I feel like he's always wearing stupid sunglasses. The World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, also a man who has not been pinned in a long time. I don't think ever since winning that belt, at least not in singles competition. That's a man who's got a lot to prove and achieve still in his career. In fact, will be defending that title on Monday Night Raw, probably in a few minutes against Drew McIntyre. But he's going to have to get through this guy first. Akron.
At 243 pounds, the World Internet Pro Wrestling Champion, the Superstar, Joe.
Oh, hell yeah. That is the new Twitch champion. Featured Films coming out with the belt for the very first time, baby. You love to see it. He fought so hard to earn that title. While it's not on the line tonight, there's a lot more at stake here. Especially for WWE, who at this point can at best win to a tie against WATCW. Now, Feature Films had asked if Seth's belt would be at stake here tonight, and it is not. I could not get Triple H to agree to those terms, unfortunately. And in turn, Featured's title is not on the line either, but he does have the opportunity to defeat one of the most important and impressive figures in pro wrestling today against Seth freaking Rollins, current World Heavyweight Champion. The Cheez-It held a sign saying "not an edible mascot." Yes, I feel like are both those things owned by the same company? Who owns Pop-Tarts? Let's see. Was it all? Let's see. Okay, Kellanova, formerly Kellogg's, and who owns Cheez-Its? Also Kellogg. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. I had a feeling. I was like, if somebody really post Pop-Tarts Bowl at the Cheez-Its company was like, we gotta get a Cheez-Its mascot, and he's gonna pop out of a Cheez-Its box. We gotta get on the horn. We gotta make this shit happen. There's an expectation now. We gotta be as good as the Pop-Tarts guys. Now, they obviously planned both of those, but the Cheez-It one didn't seem to take the world by storm the way the Pop-Tart one. The Pop-Tart one just had a lot of charisma and a lot of drip, as they say, He was a good dancer. And again, I love that the winning team got to... I don't even know who the winning team was. That part did not make it to my feed, but the Pop-Tart did. I love that they just ate him as a prize. He was celebrating his own demise as he was lowered into a toaster and presented as food to the winning team. I don't even know what teams were playing in the Pop-Tart Bowl. I just know there was a Pop-Tart. Hook the leg. Alright, so The Rock's back. Again, I didn't listen to the promo, but I just heard him say he wants to sit at the head of the table. So The Rock's back. Those crazy motherfuckers are really doing it. They're going to do Rock versus Roman, huh? I had seen speculation. People were already sort of sniffing this out, that they might be doing this. I've seen apparently they might be doing Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber, and then do Cody and Roman 2 at WrestleMania. But I don't know if that's cope. There might be Cody fans coping and hoping for the best. Personally, big elbow, big discus elbow there. Personally, I love The Rock. I know I'm gonna watch that promo and completely eat out of his hand again. I've tried to hate on The Rock before on this broadcast, but it's not a position I can maintain for very long. Whenever he comes out there, hits his catchphrase, he's the fucking best. What can I say? But I don't know. I don't know how I want them to do Roman and Rock. Like, if it was at SummerSlam, maybe. I'm just really worried about it being that close to WrestleMania. Whoa! Huge German suplex from Seth the Featured. I really don't want to see Rock. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Rock will beat Roman. I don't think they'll do that. If you're Rock, surely the notion of going out, retiring against Roman, and putting Roman over, I mean, what could be better than that if you're Rock, right? Not that I know how The Rock thinks. Okay, but no way he's going to beat Roman. Right? No way. But then it also makes me worry that if they did save it for WrestleMania, Roman would go over and hold the championship till WrestleMania 41. Because at this stage, I would think there's no way he's ever going to lose it except at a WrestleMania. Which one remains to be seen. I thought it was going to be the last one. And he's still walking around with that fucking belt. We'll see him tonight, by the way. He might be walking around with 2 belts again. Whoa, big featured stunner to Seth Rollins. Is that enough? Hooks the leg. Did Featured do it? Wow. Holy shit. I know Seth's got a bad back and maybe a bad neck. He eats the pin as quickly as that. I thought we had a lot more to see from these two tonight. We've seen some grisly kickouts throughout the card, but one featured film stunner and Seth Rollins eats the pin. I can't believe it. That quick. And that's another point in the WATCW column. I mean, we've won now, definitively.
Here is your winner, the Superstar, Joe.
Wow, and a huge champion versus champion match like that. Featured Films versus Seth freaking Rollins. I'd expected maybe a little more runway ahead of that one, but as simple as anything else, Featured Films hits the stunner and the Twitch champion takes the W against Seth freaking Rollins. Starting to wonder if maybe just all the WATCW characters are like super OP compared to the actual wrestlers in this game. Because this is not nearly as close as I kind of thought it would be. But huge win for Featured Films, who again will also... Yeah, it's only 2.5. They didn't even have time to get to a 3-star. Featured will also be defending that Twitch title later this month at the Real Rumble. Against 2, I've yet to decide, but that's a huge, huge feather in his cap on the way there. My God. What a match. Well, what a win. I really wouldn't say what a match. It was fine. But what a win for Featured Films. If it was at SummerSlam, we would probably go... Have they confirmed whether SummerSlam's in Cleveland yet? No matter what's happening at SummerSlam, I would really like to go. The WWE's been, like, dangerously close to me for, like, the last year. Like, SummerSlam last year was in Detroit. Could have totally went to that. WrestleMania's in Philly. That's a little further away. But, I mean, the thought crossed my mind. That's, like, as close as WrestleMania has ever gotten to me, I'm pretty sure. Because they sure as shit are never doing WrestleMania in Ohio. We don't have a facility built at this point in time that could host such an event, I don't think. But, yeah, I don't know about that Rock and Roman. That's complicated. It really depends on when and how. And look at this.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring. From Tokyo, Japan, the WWE Women's Champion, Io Shirai.
No, Sky, not Shirai, Sky. Io Sky. She had a different name when this game came out, too. A lot changes. You know, I was saying earlier, like, I can't believe 2K is seriously pulling the servers on a game that's not even 2 years old, but it's also crazy how much has changed in the WWE in less than 2 years since this game's release. And one of which is Io Sky, a card-carrying member, the leader, perhaps, of the all-women's faction Damage Control in WWE, and the current reigning defending Women's Universal Champion. Putting that belt, well, not putting the belt on the line, but showing that belt off as she goes head-to-head with the newly crowned Women's Champion here in WATCW, Ada Wong.
And from
They do that with all their sports games. What's fucking stupid? I don't care. I don't care if there's a precedent there. That's fucking stupid. And part of like why I seriously don't know whether I'm even going to get 2K24. I'm leaning towards no. Whoa, did you see the belt? Okay, whatever the belt's doing right now is a great demonstration of why I don't even think I will get 2K24. Because these games are so fucking poorly made and buggy and shitty. And they don't even support them. They just chug out DLC to pay for and then make another game that's almost exactly the same and has all the same bugs in it. I'm not spiteful at all. How about you? It's fucking dumb, man. It's not a practice I want to support at all. Mercedes going to AEW. I'm a little disappointed with it, honestly. I think it's clear by now I'm more of a WWE mark than I am an AEW mark. Though I appreciate and value AEW. I'm glad it exists. I catch the highlights of AEW. If AEW's pay-per-views were like as easily watchable as WWE's, as someone who has Peacock, then I probably would watch theirs as well. But I don't know where you watch AEW's pay-per-views. I'm sure there is like a streaming service you can get for it. I don't think they're doing like $60 pay-per-views anymore. Nobody's doing that shit these days. But I catch the highlights online and stuff. When cool stuff happens, I notice it. Like, oh, what a move! Like Adam Cole being revealed to be the devil, which is what it was. But I'm kind of disappointed that Mercedes is allegedly going there. Now, mind you. Hold on. Oh, I know whose music that is. Y'all can't hear it yet. Well, that's Bayley's. Another member of Damage Control. But is she actually coming out here? Or is this just another Leatherface routine? No, there she is! Bayley hits her with the chair! Clocks her with the chair! Ring the bell, ref! What are you doing? Ref! That's got to be a WWE ref in there. When she goes for the pin... Oh, wow. Ada didn't sell that. Ada didn't sell that at all. Kicks that after the one, and that's why she's our WATCW Women's Champion. Bayley, another member of Damage Control. I didn't know she was here tonight. Waffling Ada with the steel chair. And though it didn't end the match, it did definitely give Io a strong lead in controlling the momentum of it. Oh, my God, on the mat. What's that going to... Oh, over her knee. So yeah, selfishly, I kind of wanted Mercedes Moné to come back to WWE and become Sasha Banks once more. Especially because I just love the collection of talent that they're really assembling there. With Punk coming back, and allegedly Andrade's coming back. They're just doing a lot of cool things there. So selfishly, I really want to see Sasha Banks in WWE, because I'm a huge Sasha fan, by the way. I have been fun outside of WWE. I think it's a real testament to her star power and how talented she is. That she's been a big deal outside of WWE and AEW, doing those Japan shows. It's so cool. And it looked like she was going to go to AEW for a while, and then she didn't. And then a couple days ago, it looked like she was really about to go back to WWE. She was dropping hints about it. And now the reports say she's inbound to AEW. So I don't know. If the whole CM Punk thing proved anything, you just can't really trust the dirt sheets all that much these days. And I don't even hold that against them. You can only report on the news you're given. But it seems like wrestling these days is getting pretty clever as to like how they feed this info out to people who report it. So I don't know. Ultimately, I'll be just happy to see her wrestle anywhere again. If she is in AEW, that'll give me more of a reason to start watching that and paying more attention there. But I would love to see Sasha Banks in that Rumble, brother. Love to see her make a comeback. Also would love to see that AJ Lee cameo in the Rumble that people have been speculating about. But yeah, I don't know about Rock and Roman. It is a dream. It's a dream match in some respect. It's something I feel like I'd rather they have done last year if it was on the table. But I still definitely firmly believe, that Cody should beat Roman at WrestleMania 41. I thought he should have beat him at 40. I still think he should have beat him at 40. Another diving elbow from the Genius of the Sky. These are two high-flying women's champions here. Maybe the best head-to-head matchup on the entire card, just in terms of similar experience, movesets, intuition, pizzazz. Another huge knee to Ada Wong's face there. Ada Wong, of course, having recently won the WATCW women's title back in Night City against Kayla Marie T. Huge, huge win for Ada, getting a hold of that women's title. And now with Becky the Wreck back, you got to think she's watching in the back here at Forbidden Door. Watching what Ada's capable of. What the hell was that? Like a springboard cutter? And Ada goes up top, looking to wrap this up. Bayley getting real nervous on the outside. Another springboard moonsault, and that chair also sitting there kind of ominously. Can't believe the ref hasn't picked it up at least and gotten it out of the ring. These are two high-flying, incredibly dangerous women. Wow, jumps up for that Hurricane Rana off the top. Looks to hook the leg. Is that going to be enough? No, Io Sky kicks out. And it's going to take a little bit more than that. Unless she's sizing her up. Ada's feeling it. Calling for the in here. What's she got? Just hits her with that spike DDT. Oh, and look at this. What a classy cover. She thinks she's won it, and she has. The confidence is well informed. Bayley seemingly disappeared. No, there she is. Another win for WATCW tonight. No question about it. We're about to close this thing out 8-2. 8-2. We are riding high. Even after Bayley entered the ring here. Look at this huge chair shot. Bang! The unprotected chair shot to the head of Ada Wong. Io climbing in. You had to think, and I did believe for a second, that this might have been over. And I was about to start making phone calls. But Ada kicked out. Barely got a 1 count out of it. And did practically dominate the rest of the match. And things are moving pretty quick here in the back half of the card. And it is great to know, it's not perfect for suspense. But it is great to know that we have definitively won the Forbidden Door contest here tonight with another decisive victory over WWE.
Here is your winner.
Okay, I guess he's not going to say a name. Well, what's going on there? Wait, Bayley, what happened? What happened to Bayley? What's she doing in there? Bayley, are you okay? I didn't notice Bayley taking a bump in that match, but I've missed a couple things tonight, so it's more likely than you think. I don't know. Maybe she got a unprotected chair shot to the head during the replay. I don't know. All right, well, I got no tweets to send out because I forgot to draft them, but it's time for your main event. Here we go. Maybe it's time to get my mind off of Rock and Roman here because Roman is here tonight at Forbidden Door and our main event. This is the matchup that made this entire thing possible when last month in Night City, after King Moose's amazing historic victory over Mr. X, the King of the Ring wins the world title, and confetti falling from the rafters, fireworks light up the sky, and who should show up but the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. He doesn't even go here, and he choked out King Moose in the middle of the ring. A declaration of war, and we took to it, and we've showed up in high fashion tonight.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the prestigious
Tell him.
Pro Wrestling
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
World Championship.
Yeah. This is it, folks. Our main event. Champion versus champion, but the distinction is indeed that King Moose, call it honor, call it pride, call it foolishness, has agreed to put his world championship up for grabs tonight against the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And I had an opportunity to talk to Roman Reigns about this. I asked him, why? Why did you come into our territory last month? There he is. Last month. And attack King Moose and what should have been the highest point of his career. And of course, Roman Reigns fancies himself the head of the table. The tribal chief said it was an insult to him that anybody else could wear a crown, call themselves king in the industry of pro wrestling, when the tribal chief stands to control it all. And because of that, he walked across the state lines, the borders. He walked across dimensions and opened up the forbidden door to come into WATCW and protest the existence of King Moose, to covet what he had, and even goaded him into putting his title on the line tonight, folks. This isn't just about company versus company. This isn't just about chief versus king. This isn't about champion versus champion. Roman Reigns is here to take all of it. He doesn't want to just prove there is no other king in this castle that we call professional wrestling. He's here to take our title and hold the most prestigious prize in not one, but two wrestling companies. That's what's at stake here tonight, folks. And that is what King Moose will fight to defend, as Roman Reigns makes his WATCW in-ring debut right here, right now. He has not been pinned. I've lost count, quite frankly. It's been more than 1,000 days since Roman Reigns has suffered defeat in a singles match. There's the wise man, Paul Heyman, offering up that undisputed Universal Championship, which, yes, you may have noticed, is not on the line. Roman Reigns not putting that belt on the line. He will, no matter what happens, return to the WWE with that belt. Perhaps he'll defend it against The Rock. Perhaps he'll defend it against Cody Rhodes. That's really none of our business or concern at this point in time. But you talk about the power imbalance that's occurring here. Even though we may have won the war, there's one battle left to wage, and it's the most important one. As we are looking to not just protect our title, not just our league, but our industry tonight. Because if Roman Reigns wins the WATCW World Championship tonight, I don't know if we'll ever see it again, quite frankly. But before we can speak to that, he's got to get through this man. The champion. The king. Making his entrance with the title for the very first time, folks. All rise and all hail King Moose. Incredible. Now that is what a champion looks like, folks. And you can see he didn't come alone. It's been a while. People have speculated whether this team even existed anymore. It's been a while since we've seen King Moose and Brother Lomas. But no funny business tonight. Roman Reigns has got Paul Heyman in his corner. King Moose has got the good Brother Lomas. Benny and Moose out here once again for our main event. This will, of course, be King Moose's first championship defense, having since defeated Mr. X in Night City. This will be his first title defense, and it's against a man we never knew would have competed in this ring. And there it is. He has fought so hard to get here. King Moose has been on an undefeated streak, unlike we've ever seen here in WATCW. And he holds that title high. He's earned it. He's earned that crown. He's earned that championship belt. And now, can he can he close the forbidden door once and for all by defending that title? The king is honorable. The king is prideful. But as they've said, pride goeth before the fall. Having agreed to defend this championship tonight, which is something no other champion agreed to do, I'm wondering, has he gone too far?
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns!
With the custom attire red glove. Thank you very much. Even after all he's done, we downloaded his custom attire.
And introducing the champion from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 285 pounds. He is the prestigious Pro Wrestling Super World Champion, King Mark Haas.
King Moose. Like I said, an undefeated streak. Even though Roman hasn't been pinned one-on-one in over 1,000 days, over 1,200 days, over 1,500 days, I've lost count. I don't recall. I've heard Michael Cole rattle off the stats many a times. Even though he hasn't lost in quite a long time, King Moose has been on a run really unlike anything we've seen here in WATCW. Having won the King of the Ring tournament, defeated everybody set in front of him, then gone on to Night City to beat Mr. X, one of the two people who have ever pinned Nacho Libre, mind you, to have pinned Mr. X and won the world title, puts King Moose immediately in a Hall of Fame class unlike many other here in WATCW. But now he's got a task set before him, similarly unlike anything we've seen in WATCW, defending that belt against what I would have to imagine WWE marks as their very best. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. The list of people that he's had to defeat to be where he is today is too long to even begin to cite. Though, not adding names to that list quite as frequently as we would probably all prefer. Oh my god, King Moose has got control of this match so far. Hooks the leg! King Moose maintaining firm control of this thus far. And he's just stomping out the Tribal Chief. Paul Heyman can barely believe what he's seeing, and honestly, neither can I. But Roman Reigns, not to be counted out, quickly turns this around and gets control of the match. This is I'll be honest with you folks, I try to stay bipartisan. I try to stay neutral. I try not to pick sides in all of this. Obviously, I'm going to be biased when it comes to our guys versus their guys. But I believe so passionately in King Moose and everything he's achieved here on WATCW. I'm proud to call him the King. I'm proud to call him our champion as he throws Roman Reigns like a Saturday night geek out to the ring there. Paul Heyman taking issue with it. What's going on with the managers all of a sudden in universe mode? They literally have never done anything, I'm pretty sure, until tonight. And King Moose continues to maintain control of this match tonight. Oh! I don't think that was quite a Superman punch. It looked like it for a second. I don't think it was quite all that. But it did the trick and got King Moose on the mat as Roman hammers away blows here. To the King. And can you imagine, even with our title on the line, though Roman can't possibly lose his belt here tonight, can you imagine what's at stake for him and his legacy and his record? Huge! Letting the blood rush to the head of the table's, well, head. Before getting dropped there. I mean, this would be just... Hold on. Damn, Roman kicks out at one, and Moose is pretty surprised by that. I mean, this would be devastating to the legacy of the Universal Champion. Continues to stomp away at the chest of Roman Reigns, who's going to definitely need to pick up the pace, turn up the heat here, if he's going to have any shot at getting a win tonight. I mean, we're talking about... We talked at length on the stream about Roman Reigns and his historic title reign and where it may take him, how long it'll last, who might end it, and even though it won't end here tonight, there will be a perpetual asterisk next to his legacy if he goes out to another league. If he comes out here to WATCW and loses to our very best. And folks, make no mistake about it, I do consider King Moose amongst our very best. I consider him our very best. I think pound for pound, There may not be, whoa, that was a Superman punch. That was a Superman punch, and like a ricocheted bullet, just narrowly misses King Moose. And thank goodness for it, because not many get up after a move like that. King Moose still, I gotta say, maintaining steady control of this. And there's Paul Heyman up on the apron, distracting King Moose again. And I'm still so surprised that the managers are doing something all of a sudden. They've never done anything in this game. Wow! Look at this series of press. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Wow, what a series of slams from Roman to King Moose. And look at the core strength on display there. Is he going to go for it again? Wow. They don't call him the wise man for nothing, folks. There it is! Superman punch to King Moose. Superman punch to King Moose. Hooks the leg. Come on, kick out, King. Whew. There's a reason Paul Heyman's counsel is considered so valuable, because it has completely turned the momentum of this. Look out, Moose! Look out, Moose! Oh. Roman had to have been sizing up for that big spear there, and King Moose so expertly managed to scout it and stop it from taking place. And thank God he did, because, again, not many can kick out of a maneuver like that. Few have had. And we've had all sorts of shenanigans and run inside. I'm asking security to keep a close eye on the entrance ramp there. Solo Sikoa may not be in this game, but Jimmy Uso sure is, and we can just not have any funny business out here with Paul Heyman already really making his presence known at ringside. Locked in! It's the Moose Antler here. He's got him locked up in the antlers. Is Roman Reigns going to tap to the King tonight? Is Roman Reigns going to tap? No! Fights out of it. Roman Reigns fights out of it. And that dastardly, filthy Paul Heyman is up on the apron again, fucking with the turnbuckle. I'm looking at Brother Lois and I'm saying, it's about time you get involved here, good brother. I know you've got more moral fiber than that. Oh, shades of Bill Goldberg there. Roman going for another pin tonight after that huge suplex. Oh, and he's calling for it. Fist down, he's calling for it. Roman thinks he might have this one put away. You got to know what he's thinking next. Come on, Moose, wake up. Come on, Moose, wake up. The absolute best we have to offer here in WATCW, faced against WWE's very, very best. And this has been back and forth, close and competitive, folks. This is not our main event by coincidence. I would wager to say whoever wins this, not just the greatest of their respective league, but the best in all the business tonight. Here we go. Moose has got him in the... Oh, double underhook DDT! Double underhook DDT! Moose is taking it home! Hooks the leg! No! Come on! Roman somehow kicked out after a 2.999 count there. Unbelievable. What's it going to take to put this guy away? People love to give Roman grief and say he can't win without help from his family, or he doesn't defend the title often. But you watch a guy get up, kick out from a move like that, and you do have to remind yourself, it's no coincidence that he got here in the first place. This man is hard to beat. And now King Moose puts him in the antlers again. King Moose puts him in the antlers again. Is Roman going to tap out to the King tonight? Will Roman kick? Is he going to do it? Is Roman going to tap? Roman going to tap to the King tonight. He can't get out. Oh, Moose let him out. And Moose is going to do the very same thing we saw earlier tonight. Go for the pin after the submission. And he does it. King Moose defeats Roman Reigns. Unbelievable what has just been accomplished here tonight, folks. King Moose defeats the tribal chief, breaks the streak, and keeps the title home here tonight. And still, the world champion. As much as I believed in him, folks.
And still, prestigious pro wrestling super world champion, King Mark Haas.
Unbelievable. As much as I believed in him and talked him up, folks, I feel so sorry for doubting him and putting that belt on the line. Because I see now there was never an actuality, a chance in this world that King Moose was going to lose that belt to Roman Reigns. He knew it, and now I understand it. There really is nobody better in the world than King Moose Haas. And still, WATCW World Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable. No doubt about it now. We have just defeated the WWE with a final score of 8-2. A blowout. A destruction. Demolished. Mind you, one of those wins is also by countout. It really almost doesn't even count. What was even the other one? Hold on, what was the other one? Did Nasty World lose? Nasty World lost, that's what it was. Nasty World and Toddserract on a technicality. So they got us in the tag teams division, but there's no doubt about it. Pound for pound, head-to-head, one-on-one, WATCW trumps WWE every damn time. And you know what? This has got me in such a good mood. Having won. God damn, Moose Haas won. He beat Roman Reigns. This has got me in such a good mood. I feel like we got one more match in us tonight. Yeah, let's finish this up. I think we got one more in us tonight. I think we might have a secret main event. Or should I say, a Secret Santa main event. That's right, I got one more in me. Hold on. I don't even know if anybody's... I think people might just be lurking at this stage, but I got one more in me. It's time for your Secret Santa main event. It's time for the fight after Christmas, folks. Okay, let's see. Real quick, this is going to fall into place here. Yep. We got an 8-man elimination match here tonight. Featuring the Grinch. Over here we've got, well, of course, old Saint Nick himself, Santa Claus. Seeing everybody's stats here. Getting a little peek behind the curtain, but that's okay. I didn't set all these people's stats. These are some one-night-only guys here in WATCW to close out the stream. We've got, of course, Turbo Man. We got... I mean, can't be Christmas without him these days. We've got Krampus. We got Buddy the Elf. All these guys, of course, are just in this game already. Didn't have to download any custom assets for these. Jack Frost. Of course, it is... We all know by now it's a Christmas movie. John McClane. And last but not least, Kevin McAllister, who's a 99! Arena, let's make sure we get this in the right arena. It's going to be the fight before... No, not Do the Do. That bit is long retired and dead. The fight before Christmas. Not the fight before Christmas. The fight after Christmas, obviously. In fact, obviously this is totally something I always planned on doing, and not something that made more sense when I was expecting to do this before Christmas. Of course, I always planned on having a match called The Fight After Christmas. It totally makes sense. It's an evergreen bit, and not something I'm just shoehorning into this because I put in all this work. Definitely not. Definitely not, but I'm in just such a good mood after King Moose defended that title against Roman Reigns, and I'm still reeling from that, by the way. Why not have a little celebration in a match called The Fight After Christmas here? You know, one last gift to you. It may not be that time of year anymore. It's January. It's 2024. It's a new year. But why not have one last gift from me to you? Since we missed our Dreams holiday special, why not have a little fight after Christmas in Anchorage, Alaska? And I know that says the fight before Christmas. That's just some sort of technical glitch. This game's so glitchy. I always expected to do the fight after Christmas, obviously. I definitely wasn't trying to get this stream out before Christmas. And there he is. What a way to start this off, Mr.
The following contest
Jolly
is
Saint
scheduled
Nick.
for one fall, making his way to the ring from the North Pole, weighing in at 348 pounds, the Saint, Nick.
The Saint, Nick, old Jolly Nick himself, has just made his WATCW debut. What a treat. That's right, you thought you could start putting the decorations away. Maybe you did. Maybe you started packing up the tree. Started bringing down the Christmas lights. Not us here at WATCW. There was one big gift left under the tree, and we couldn't possibly put it away until all you at home had opened it, and that is this match, the fight after Christmas. You know, I figured with WATCW winding down, I never did a proper Christmas celebration. It's terrible, man.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 275 pounds, Arnold.
You know, I figured with it winding down, I've never done a proper Christmas-themed match or show. I wasn't going to do a whole pay-per-view like I did Halloween Riot, but I wanted to have something festive happening in this very stupid way that I expressed myself. And because I don't know whether we'll be streaming WATCW next December. I mean, shit, who knows if I'll be streaming at all next December. Life's crazy. It comes at you fast. I wanted to make sure while we still had the opportunity before these servers went down that we had a match like this. So even though this is coming out decisively after Christmas, I'd already sunk too much time into this bullshit to just not do it. So here it is. Can't wait. It's going to be a hell of a contest. Who's up next? Ooh. Shades of Boogie Woman Bethany herself. I think that is the, really become a holiday icon in his own right these last couple of years. That is, of course, Big Krampus, who we did see in the Cthulhu Saves Christmas RPG.
Darkest fears.
Ooh.
Weighing in at 320 pounds, the Superstar.
Or he's he is a superstar in his own right. But, Big Krampus coming out here, you just the same way that game sort of realized you couldn't do something like this without Krampus showing up now. He's just as synonymous with this holiday as Santa at this point. He's really become a household name and an icon. And you might be thinking, why wasn't Cthulhu in this match? Well, Cthulhu may or may not have been offered a legitimate, permanent, full-time contract with WATCW. I'm just saying, he may or may not have. I do have to pee so bad, so I'm going to let these amazing entrances play out. I'll be right back for the Secret Santa main event.
From the North Pole, weighing in at 255 pounds, Buddy. And from Montana, weighing in at 428 pounds, the Iceman, Jack Frost.
All right, I bet. And of course, I don't think I missed anybody's entrance, right? This is Krampus's. Of course, you can't have... Maybe got my Christmas sweater on. I didn't really plan that. Having a winter-themed match like this, it just seemed like the perfect excuse to bring back an old school WATCW staple in Jack Frost. This is a guy who's been with the league since the beginning, and not somebody we've seen in a long time. But, you know, as the temperatures start to go up and the snow starts to thaw again, like everybody's actually frozen in fear out there, it just made sense to get Jack Frost out here for what could be the last time. Who knows? Not a lot of these left. So what a great reason to get Jack Frost out once more for the fight after Christmas. Look at those guys out there. What a gallery. This is only half of the people. Here we go.
From New York City, weighing in at 193 pounds, John McKay.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. You know, I gotta say, the whole question of whether Die Hard's a Christmas movie is, like, so old and tired. I gotta say, when people bring it up these days, I think it's a little bit cringe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we could safely say we've closed the book on that already. Like, it's a movie people love to watch at Christmas. I think the statement's been made, and thus it was a no-brainer to bring John McClane in for the fight after Christmas. Someone used their Christmas money and bought a lightsaber set. Oh, I wonder who it was. What you gonna do with those lightsabers? You can hang them up? Whose lightsabers did you get? Kit Fisto? Ki-Adi Mundi? Yaddle? Yeah, Christmas is part of the plot. Like, that's what I'm saying. The argument's so tired. Anybody who argues the contrary, I think, is a bit of a goofball. Okay? Who's up next? Low, we got that Sam Raimi cab rocking at ringside here, making its way through the snowy tundra. John McClane's waiting patiently for the next competitor. Already had Kit Fisto. He already has a Kit Fisto lightsaber. Amazing. I love that about you. I love that exists, and I love that you have it. You got an Ahsoka set. I feel like that's pretty respectable as well. Who is coming through? Oh no, is that the jolly old Grinch? It is. It's the fucking Grinch, that green bastard.
7 feet tall.
7 feet tall?
Weighing in at 310 pounds. Big Nasty Green.
Big Nasty Green. The Grinch is here, this disgusting, despicable piece of shit. You just hate him so much. I noticed a trend lately of people, like, I don't know if they're hiring guys to do this, but like of like hiring Grinches to come into their living room and like destroy the tree and like steal their presents while their kids like scream and cry. Dude, we're so done. I know that it's supposed to be this funny thing, but we're just so fucking done. Like, you just watch children get, like, actually traumatized by it. Like, they're screaming and crying and, like, begging the Grinch to not steal their stuff and, like, attacking him. What are we doing, man? Just making content off of our, like, children's misery. You might be surprised to learn that I don't think that shit's very funny, but I really don't. I don't think it's very funny. Damn, you got the Ahsoka set for a $200 discount? Had to do it. You could not get it at that price. You know someone who made $1,000 off of Grinching? Well, hold on now, if it's that lucrative. I'm not even mad at the Grinch. I'm not even mad at the people who are Grinching. I'm mad at the people hiring the Grinches. I can't imagine being that fucking... I could never do that. I mean, granted, our kids are, like, too old by now, like, that wouldn't affect them. But I could never fucking do that. And I definitely wouldn't, like, record it and post it for, like, strangers to laugh at. Look at this piece of shit. You hate him. I hate him so much. Yeah, I think they're both too old. I don't think they would be tricked by a man in a Grinch costume. I don't think so. But I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even want to test it. I just have like too much love and respect for him. You know what I mean? And I think there's like definitely some potential actual drama to. Oh shit! Anyway, backstage here we've got Kevin McAllister. We've been keeping him back there under lock and key and armed guard all day. We couldn't let him get loose. We didn't want to lose him. We didn't want to put our roster at risk for his traps and games. But now it's showtime. We've opened the door, not the forbidden. Well, it is kind of a forbidden door. You really shouldn't open it. The McAllister door is open, and Kevin is loose. We didn't leave him at home. We didn't leave him in New York. He is here in Anchorage for the fight after Christmas, and he's putting everyone on notice in the ring right now. Coming in the Nairo. He's so dangerous.
Illinois, weighing in at 153 pounds,
Kevin is here. And this is, I guess I haven't gotten into the mechanics of this match too much. This is the fight after Christmas. It's very similar to our Money in the Bank showdowns. 8 men wrestling one another. It's an elimination rule, so you pin or submit your opponent. He's eliminated, and that will continue until there's only one man standing, or one being. I guess not everybody in this is sort of a mortal flesh and blood man, including Kevin McAllister, of course, primarily when I say that. Elimination rules. Oh my god. This might be the time that my game crashes and burns, right? Oh, I must have missed Buddy the Elf's entrance. I didn't see Buddy the Elf come out. It must have been while I was draining the lizard. I hope it was a good entrance. Elimination rules. No DQ, by the way. No count out. You do have to pin or submit your opponent in the ring. Jack Frost with a big body slam to Santa Claus. Oh, man. I mean, this is just the only thing you could really see here in WATCW. Or, excuse me. This is the kind of thing you could only see in WATCW. And that's why I just felt it was necessary to make it happen. What a shame it would have been with all these guys sitting in gorilla position to say, nah, it's January 1st. I'm going to skip the Christmas match I had planned. I'm going to skip it. No, of course. Look, we got Krampus going out in the ring to lock up with the Grinch. That's so cool. Buddy and the Elf taking out the Turbo Man in the corner. Matt's calling out police brutality as John McClane beats on a kid. But now that I look up here, the tables have turned, and Kevin McAllister is kicking John McClane's ass. Jack Frost sitting in the sidelines here waiting to get next, and he's going for John McClane, it looks like. This is a ho-down throwdown right here, if I've ever seen one in this jolly, beautiful, festive arena, which I can't take credit for. I did just find this at Community Creations. I was like, please have a Christmas arena, please have a Christmas. Look how white my face is just because of how white the arena is. Again, you could just set a white balance off of my porcelain complexion here. And then they came through. I got to tell you, too. Obviously, I'm really mad that the servers are going down for this game. Not just as a streamer, but as somebody who plays this. So much of the charm and replay value of this is being able to make things like this happen. And it's just not going to be a possibility once the servers go down. And I understand why they're doing it, because they want me to buy 2K23. Which, by the way, the myth of it being the perfect time to upgrade to 2K23 is exactly that. Because 2K20, here's the thing, I'm finishing the WATCW up in March. 2K24 is probably going to come out in March or April. Like, just in the way they map these releases out, 2K24 is not far out, even though they haven't formally announced it. So the idea that now's a perfect time to upgrade to 2K23 is such bullshit. You couldn't probably pick a worse time to upgrade to 2K23, quite frankly. What a waste of your money that would be when 2K24 is going to come out in probably March or April. And I don't know if I'm going to get it. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards no. Look at the Grinch with a bit of a Nacho lariat himself on Krampus. And who's going to get the first elimination? Looks like Grinch is sizing it up. Whoa, end of days! End of days to Krampus. Hooks the leg. Grinch looking to get it. And he's got it! Grinch has eliminated Krampus. We're down to 7 competitors. in the fight after Christmas, and who is going to be the king of Christmas when it's all said and done. Looks like Turbo Man's trying to get, is that a sharpshooter? Turbo Man's got Santa in the sharpshooter there, trying to make him submit. And I don't think he's going to get it, but Kevin McAllister now looking to eliminate the Grinch. No, the Grinch kicks out. It's going to take more to accomplish something like that. By the way, Matt, I finally watched Avatar: The Way of Water. It was my final film of 2023. And my review is, I liked it all right. I'm going to be honest with you. I was hoping for it to blow my dick off, and it didn't quite do that. Mind you, we'll probably get into it at length when we stream that game, but I watched it over the course of several days, and I did watch some of it on my phone. It's not the best way to watch that movie. I feel like I did myself a disservice to not watch it in one continuous sitting. Whoa, Grinch almost eliminated Kevin. I've never seen an Avatar movie in the theater, and I think that's just what I have to do. Like, I really need to see it uninterrupted in the most ideal setting. Look at Kevin cutting a rug there in the ring. Because they just don't hit as well that way, I'm sensing. But, I mean, I liked it, but spear from Buddy the Elf. And before he can capitalize with the pin, Jack Frost coming after Buddy. Meanwhile, John McClane had a bit of a sharpshooter now from Santa. It's totally obvious. Oh my God. Turbo Man tried to eliminate Kevin. Santa tried to eliminate John. And he does. Santa eliminated John McClane. Thanks for playing, John. Heard he's getting a prequel movie soon. That's going to be a bag of dog shit for sure. Jack Frost pinning Buddy the Elf. Does he get him? No, not quite. And now Santa's trying to tap out the Grinch. You need to see it in theaters to have it blow your dick off. Yeah, probably. I think there were times where, even on my phone, where I was like, wow, it's incredible how good that looks. Considering, like, none of what I'm seeing in front of me is real, right? Like, I had a couple of those moments. But similar to that first one, I got to be honest, I just had a hard time, like, placing myself in it emotionally. Like, I just really didn't care much about characters. Like, I don't really care about Jake Sully. You know what I mean? I honestly, and I've gone to bat for Santa eliminated the Grinch. Santa eliminated the Grinch. We're down to 4 people left. No, excuse me, 5. I almost missed Buddy the Elf there. I think Jack Frost just got busted open by Kevin McAllister, that fucking monster. The wrong son died. The wrong kid died. Dewey Cox. I've been a firm defender of long movies, and I enjoy really long movies, but I gotta be honest, I felt like that one could have easily had 20, 30 minutes trimmed off of it somewhere, and not much would have been lost, honestly. But I love the shit with the whales, the Toucan. That's where I found myself in emotionally. The whale stuff, once the whales are in it, from that point forward, I was locked in. But up until that point, it was hard for me. I was checking my phone and doing all the shit that I do, when I watch movies these days. But again, I'm sure it would have hit so much different if I could watch it uninterrupted in a theater. I will definitely make a priority point to do that on the third movie, whenever that fucking comes out. Hold on, Santa eliminating Buddy. Oh my God, that was so close. Isn't Buddy Santa's son? No, he's not Santa's son. No, he's not Santa's son. That's the whole point of the movie, is he's James Caan's son. He lived in the North Pole. Sorry. Kevin locking up with Jack Frost on the outside. Now it's Santa and Turbo Man as Buddy tries to find the Christmas spirit and will to get to his feet and continue the fight here tonight. I'm excited to play that game, though. That's something we're going to be streaming in the new year here. Matt and I are going to be doing the co-op campaign on Frontiers of Pandora, which I understand is like Far Cry but Avatar, and I've really had a lot of fun with Far Cry games in the past, so that is a pitch that totally works on me. I'm really fucking excited to do a co-op campaign. That's not something I've ever really done in here before. Oh my god, look at this! Buddy with the trifecta on Santa! Is he gonna try to get the pin off that trifecta? Could it be enough? Oh my god, if Buddy the Elf eliminates Santa, that's gonna be... The hierarchy of the North Pole will changed forever. Middle of the ring! Santa kicked out after 1. Santa no-sold the shit out of that. Buddy with the spear! But it's become clear to me that the clothesline, the German suplex and a lariat...
A competitor has been eliminated.
Buddy just eliminated Santa Claus and he's freaking out. He can't believe it. Oh my god, that's upsetting and controversial. Santa's just been eliminated from the fight after Christmas. Down to Buddy the Elf, Kevin McAllister, Jack Frost, and Turbo Man. And all the polygonal fans in attendance can just barely move. There's one guy moving. You see him? There's one guy in the teal shirt, head of the table, teal shirt, right there, who's moving. That's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. I've never seen that before. I've seen them all freeze before, but I've never seen one guy continue to move. Oh my god, he's coming. He's sentient. You see him? He's the only thing I can even look at now. He's watching intently. Look, Kevin McAllister did that just for him. He saw that shit. I wonder what's happening on Raw. Let me see. Raw will be over by now, so what happened? Who's the champion? Raw spoilers incoming. All caps, it's happening, now trending. Probably because of Rock. All I'm seeing is Rock. Rock, rock, rock. What about the main event? Jinder Mahal. Who won the main event? Hello? I'm just going to Google it. Let's see. Raw Day 1. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Hold on, Kevin McAllister. Oh my god, look how white it is. Yes, give me the results. Get to the point. Oh my god, not the whole show. Just get to the main event. Kevin McAllister looking to eliminate Turbo Man. And he doesn't. Wow. Oh my god, this is a fucking Wrestling Observer writing a novel here. Rollins hits the pedigree for 2. Damian Priest showed up. Let's see. Rollins hit a curb stomp and wins. Okay, so nothing really happened. Seth won. Damian didn't cash in. Buddy tapped out! Buddy tapped out to the big Jack Frost bear hug. Jack Frost, Turbo Man, and Kevin McAllister. Oh man, that'd be so interesting if an old WATCW favorite like Jack Frost won this big 8-man. Kevin McAllister recovering on the outside. That's the real danger in this thing, I think. That's the real threat. Turbo Man hooks the leg. Oh man, Jack Frost manages to survive. Look, that one guy is out there still moving. It's just that one guy in the front row. It's so creepy. Ooh, big elbow. And now it's Turbo Man locking in the sharpshooter on Jack Frost. Will Jack tap? He does! Jack taps. It's down to Kevin McAllister and Turbo Man. Who will be crowned the king of Christmas when it's all said and done? Turbo Man putting Kevin up in a fireman's carry. Ties him up on the first buckle. This is it. And there's nothing else after this, I promise. This is the Secret Santa main event. Show's over after this. The quintessential Christmas movies, Matt says. Jingle All the Way versus Home Alone. I love Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way, a conventionally good movie? No. But also, yes. Also, it's the best. Could it be nostalgia? Probably. Kevin McAllister hooks the leg! And that's it! Kevin McAllister is the king of Christmas. Now get him backstage, put him back under lock and key before he gets loose for the battle it was. Grinch to Krampus to Jack Frost, Buddy the Elf, John McClane, Santa Claus, and of course Kevin McAllister. What a victory! What a show! Completely worth doing. Wow, Kevin was busted open. What a fucking sight that is. Kevin McAllister, crowned the King of Christmas now and forever, because I can guarantee you aren't going to see anything like this in WATCW again anytime soon. Who's up on the stage? What the fuck? The like fallen foes are on the stage? I've never seen that before. There he is. He's done it. Now for real, keep the cameras. Look at everybody demolished on the outside. The referee, frozen solid, can't even look at him. He's terrified because Kevin McAllister has defeated all else to be crowned the King of Christmas for now and forever. And that concludes our Secret Santa main event. That concludes our first stream of 2024. That concludes day one of WATCW. It feels kind of silly to call it day one because there's not many days left in WATCW. If this was day one, there's really only 3 days remaining. So this is day 1 of 4 for WATCW in 2024. But we're going to have the Real Rumble later this month. You get 2 wrestling streams this month. Since I didn't pop this one off in December, we've got Elimination Chamber in February, and we have Really Mania 2 in March. And that's going to shape up to be our biggest show ever. We got to end it with a big, loud bang. But we got a lot of good stuff coming up on the stream this year. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I'm so grateful to continue to be able to do this. And I got a lot of games I want to play. I mentioned Avatar. Matt and I will be doing that soon at some point this month. Next up, I got to finish Phantom Liberty. I should be back on Thursday to play that. I think I'm maybe 1 to 2 streams away from finishing that up. I think. Might have to focus on the main missions only, but I think we're getting pretty close to doing it. I got to do the Valhalla DLC for God of War Ragnarok. That will be some point this month. I'll probably juggle that with Avatar. I got the RoboCop game. I'll be playing that. Alan Wake 2 will definitely be in the conversation somewhere in there for sure. I'd like to play the rare PS4 games that I got myself at some point. So they're still sitting here waiting. City Shrouded in Shadow and the Coma. I'd like to get to those eventually. I haven't really had like a downtime. There's just been so many new games that I keep wanting to play that I haven't had a moment where it's like, well, let me go to the shelf and see what I got to play. But I'd like to get to those eventually. It's very rare I buy myself stuff, so I bought myself those games and I want to play them and stream them naturally. So I'd like to do that at some point. There's also new games coming out. Alone in the Dark, I think in March. Maybe Outlast Trials coming out in March, and I've got Adam to agree to play that co-op with me when it comes out. Another friend of mine wants to play that when it comes out, so that should be a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff coming up. I see a lot of people posting about the Batman Arkham games lately for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's because of Suicide Squad coming out in February. But it really makes me want to play those games. So I might play Arkham Asylum at some point. Replay those games, I should emphasize. I've, of course, played those games, but not in a long time. So I kind of want to revisit the Arkham series at some point this year. I'd really like to do Mass Effect sometime this year. Mass Effect games are some of my favorite games ever, and I've wanted to stream them or let's play them well before I started actually doing that kind of content. So I'd love to do Mass Effect sometime this year. I got a lot of stuff I want to play and stream this year. I'm not going to get to all of it. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I've got a lot of ideas and a lot of plans and a lot of good stuff coming. So I never got to give my proper year in review sign off before 2023 wrapped up. But it was a great, fun year, and played a lot of great games and had a lot of good memories come out of those. Made some new friends by way of doing this in 2023, so that's all I can hope to do in 2024 is make new friends and make some new memories. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to more of it this year. And look no further than WATCW, because I've got a couple more in me. Can I be honest? Okay, I think it's really... It says a couple folks are watching. I don't know if people are lurking. Maybe they're sleeping at this point. Can I be honest with you? I think it's just Matt and me at this point. I got to tell you something. I definitely thought Roman Reigns was going to win that match, and now I've got to rethink all of my booking for the next 3 months. I definitely thought he was going to beat Moose. I don't know what the rest of WATCW is going to look like now. It's super fucked up. But... Suicide Squad looks like shit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm cautiously interested in that. I'm going to definitely wait and see what the reception is to that game. But, I mean, I like the Arkham games. I like Rocksteady historically, so we'll see. There were some pretty bad story leaks for it that I didn't go read, but some of them still made it to my feed and stuff, and they were very encouraging, but also they were extremely removed from context, so I don't want to hold it against them. It's not fair to the developers that information was shared outside of the game, and so I'm going to try not to hold that against them. That said, I am going to wait and see what the reception and reviews are like for Suicide Squad. And if it ends up being pretty good, like, I'll maybe give them a couple months and then, work out the kinks and maybe I'll play it. I don't know. Could be cool. It's going to be a lot different from the Arkham games, but it could be cool. I don't know. Not a priority, though, at this point. Same with, like, the Silent Hill games they announced and have not said anything about since. I am cautiously looking forward to those. I think even if Silent Hill 2 sucks, I will be still almost obligated to buy it just so I can dance on its grave, because it was a huge reason why I wanted to get a PS5, and it would be so sad if I didn't get that game now that I have one. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. Obviously, going for 3 hours. It's a fun stream. It didn't go exactly the way I thought it would. It was Forbidden Door. This thing was something I've been wanting to do in WATCW for a very long time, so it was cool to finally realize it. And it was fun. We'll have the Real Rumble later this month, where it'll be more of a traditional show, titles on the line, and I'm actually really excited to see. I feel like the Real Rumble will be much more rewarding this time around, because we have all these characters that we have history with and potential attachments to. I think it'll be really fun to see the Rumble play out this year. And who's going to Really Mania, brother? All right, I'm really tired. My voice is shot. I got to go back to work tomorrow, and I'm so not looking forward to it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Good night, my friends, and I should be back on Thursday with Cyberpunk. Happy New Year. I can't believe Roman Reigns lost. That really fucked up everything. That's such a shame.